Well, what is going on, everybody? And welcome to Scrampunks, episode 95. Yes. I know you guys see some different people here on the panel, and I will explain that shortly. But first, let me say what's up to the chat. What is going on, y'all? I appreciate you guys here already waiting for us. We're a little late. But let me say what's up to my boy Harry B. None of your business. Rain G4, Ballin' Harder, Anthony Chipmunk, Freddie Fox. What's happening, brother? Fugly. Even though he's on the panel, hey, if your name is in the chat, I'm going to read it. ATL, Marquise Harold, Emmanuel A1. What's happening, brother? Iron Mike, Shansu, Jason Lucero, Hyperfan Gaming. What's up, Dev? Everybody else in the chat, sorry, I'm truthful. Phantom Kraken, Geekhead 188, Dark Soul, Dreamers, everybody, why me? Powerful White Christian, Leafvo, King Reaper 74G, Alakazam, what's that, Bomb? Oh, Mech P, Mr. Troll, I can't read that shit. C Flack, RDX, Flipping, everybody else, what is up? Yo, excuse me. Thank you for joining us. And listen, before we get started, before I introduce the panel, I want to tell you guys that this might be the last episode of Scrampunks just for a few weeks while I reboot the show. We had some panel members that decided they didn't like the direction of the show. They felt it was a little bit too much Xbox going on. You know, Xbox was in the news a lot the last few weeks, but hey, I understand that no hard feelings against anybody. So I'm going to try to reboot the show, reboot the name. So we might be on hiatus for a few weeks, just letting you guys know in advance. But I want to say what's up to the panel because a lot of these guys I hit up at the last minute and they was able to show up for me. And I appreciate that. So first I want to say is a guy that is on FC Violent podcast on Monday nights called Vitamin G. He's a PlayStation guy, but he's not a pony. He's a PlayStation fan. But I want to say what's up to Creative Kofi. What's up, brother? Thanks for joining us.
What's going on, man? Thank you so much again for inviting me out here. And you know what's funny? I am fairly new to the podcast scene. It's like 18 months for me, and you're one of the first podcasters I listened to. You and Moss and Snow Bunny. In addition to a couple other popular Xbox guys. So shout out to you, man. Thanks for having me on.
No, thank you, man. I know it was last minute, but you was able to come through for me, and I appreciate it. This second guy is a good dude. He actually did some of the work for WBG logo and everything else. He's he's a gamer. I think he prefers Xbox. I'm not quite sure. Do you prefer Xbox, Will?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay, I wasn't. But Will, what's happening with you, bro? Thanks for joining us.
Oh, thanks for having me, man. Shout out, like Kofi said, shout out to Moss and Snow Bunny and Tsunami and the Scrampunks crew. Glad to be here. Should be a good episode.
Oh yeah. And so Moss didn't really leave. I just decided just tonight I'm going to try to do this without him, because, whatever. Let me get the super chat real quick from my boy Corey Tidwell with the $2. Hopefully you are referring to Stadia Boy. Yeah, a lot of people don't really care for Moss on they don't really care for Moss, but, no, I mean, Moss definitely probably will come back. I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to reboot the show and see what happens, but anyway. Fugly is a guy that was in the chat. He's a knowledgeable guy. And Fugly, you're on the show with us tonight. What is up, brother? Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for asking me. Happy to be here. Hello, chat. Hello, panel. Let's do it.
So,
what's going on, man? Good to see you on the show again.
Thank you. Actually, Devin's the first person that had me on the show, and thank you for that. I
we did literally off the cuff, man.
it was actually a good experience. So I'm very much newer than you, Coffee, and it's not bad. I like it.
Oh yeah. Now the rest of these guys are just some WBG guys. You guys know them: Devin, Tsunami, Phantom Kraken, Joe Hansel, and R&B. I just kind of sent the link in there. I said, yo, I just need like maybe one or two of you guys, and all of them showed up. So That's the love they got for
listen,
Xbox. Love.
I've been on this show
No,
longer
it's the
than any
love
other
we have
show.
for you. We heard you. We saw the Xbox signal come up, so we came to to the spot. So we had to hold you down.
Yeah, we saw the
Well,
brother
I
down.
appreciate you
We came to
guys.
pick him up. No.
Hey,
You know we got your back, bro.
if you need me to leave, I can go back to hunting BBWs, bro.
No, it's all good, bro. I mean, I'm waiting for Teddy. Teddy, and I think Artemis is supposed to join, but I can hold 10. So we'll see what happens. But thank you guys for joining us. Like I mentioned to the chat, like I said, I'm going to reboot the show. Might be off for a couple weeks, trying to find the right talent with the right chemistry. And so we have some things to talk about today. There's so much to talk about, from the Xbox acquisition to people pre-orders to listen. A person like Kofi, I really want to ask you, as a PlayStation fan, Sony has been dominant for years. Their only stumble really was at the beginning of the PS3. Going into this generation, like from a PlayStation fan's point of view, is Sony in a good spot?
Great question, man. Because of the reputation Sony has been building over the PlayStation 4 generation, they're still in a good position with mind share.
Mm-hmm.
Xbox, regardless of their massive acquisition, which I have a ton of respect for, is still going to be a lot of work. I hate to sound generic, but with great power comes great responsibility. Mm-hmm. You have an opportunity here to take a lot of studios with games that I hate to be kind of critical, but their games aren't technically very impressive. What I mean by that is Skyrim was good for its time, but after multiple releases and multiple iterations, the engine that Skyrim has been built on feels old. It's the type of mechanics that personally I don't enjoy. I know there's a lot of respect, and there's a lot of other things outside of what Bethesda in-house makes that I also should be showing respect for. But you have an opportunity to make studios better, and I think that to me, Xbox general management has a weakness with improving studios over a long period of time. For example, if I'm being the most critical of something like 343, my expectation for them is to be the best in class, in genre, on one of the most profitable and high visibility American platforms, right? Because they have all the potential, all the money in a popular genre. To have Halo 4, 5, and Infinite to be back-to-back and not be in the same class as any other developer in the first-person shooter genre seems off to me, right? You don't say, oh, well, Crytek has nothing on 343. Oh, the Apex developers, Respawn, they have nothing on 343. Nobody's saying that kind of stuff, at least in the circles I go in.
I'm going to just hold my tongue on that one.
And maybe that's a hot take, but to me, I think they have a long way to go so that they can be on top. And I think that's going to be Xbox's journey now, with all the studios that's under them, owning ZeniMax now, and the 15 they already had, is let them be better over the next 10 years.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Kofi, did you now that you're talking about engines, and you're absolutely right. Did you see that announcement? I think it was over Twitter, but it's posted on their website. They are already building or rebuilt or working or getting a new engine upgrade for all of them.
I did see that, and it makes me extremely happy, because I was talking to, my, I guess, partner in crime, FC Violent, on the Xbox side. Me and him, we both agree. We did not like Fallout 4 because we think things feel antiquated, whether it's AI, interactions. But to your point, that announcement is exactly what I want to hear. And that Xbox will continue to build on that. So that we'll look back and be like, dang, can we believe that? Even like the State of Decay developer, you're like, wow, look how far that they have come. That's what I want to see.
Absolutely.
Bugley, are you talking about the id Tech whatever iteration it is now?
Is Bethesda's Fallout engine called
No, actually, no.
Yeah.
They're creating a whole new engine for
Okay.
Yeah, it's completely upgraded for the
completely
game.
new, right? Yeah.
I can agree with what Kofi was saying, because don't get me wrong, Bethesda makes and publishes some nice games, but I think it's been a long-standing critique of Todd Howard's reign as the top for a while. The past few Elder Scrolls felt very cookie cutter, if that's a better way to say it, because they'll come across a certain type of way and it always boasts about we have this many custom dungeons and yada 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 yada. But for anyone hardcore fans to look at it, they haven't really had a major distinction since like some of their older games. And I wonder why it is they always stuck to that same formula, because there's not much departure from Fallout 3 to Fallout 4. There's much departure from
Maybe it was
Morrowind.
I
Maybe
just
it was
know
money.
that Fallout 4 sold 12 million on
No,
launch
no,
day.
I'm not saying it's not successful.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm saying it felt-
the
it
games are
feel-
successful, but we got to think about it. Maybe it's budget wise. Maybe it wasn't factual for them to just throw a bunch of money for a new engine. They just like upgraded the one they had.
Yeah,
Try to fix a few bugs here and there, and launch a new game. Did it work for them? Half and half, I think. I mean, they were. I can't say they're not successful, but at the same time, they came with a lot of problems. They came with a huge amount of bugs, and at least they understood that. They even took it as a joke on their own presentation. They even said, "Yes, our games are buggy. Our games are a mess." But at least they're making their engine, and hopefully we'll see that in the future. And hopefully that is not as buggy as as their previous iterations of games. So, I mean, we gotta wait and see, unfortunately, on that one. So, and that's a common theme on Xbox right now. We have to wait, unfortunately, but we gotta wait.
All the engines are getting upgraded because of the ray tracing. So all the engines got to get upgraded.
But for how long they've been upgrading though? They're making their new engine. We've been hearing that for at least past 2 years. So
because
it might be close. Yeah, go ahead.
They know how to stretch out a engine for a long time.
Got to milk that cow.
Agreed.
Cash cow.
I thought Activision knew how to stretch that engine. My God.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I just want to say something like what Kofi said. I'm going to be honest. As an Xbox guy, I will admit.
True.
Yeah. I mean, what he said is true because Xbox does have a lot to prove, no doubt about it. And I always say, I stole this from Delilah HD. When you look at Sony's studios over the years, they have nurtured their studios to be where they are now. It wasn't that Sucker Punch was what they are now. I mean, they were making Sly Cooper games, which were great games, don't get me wrong, but from Sly Cooper to Infamous to Ghost of Tsushima, they really have matured. They have nurtured these studios over the years. So when he said Undead Labs, I hope they will be better. And I absolutely agree, because even though I loved State of Decay 2, it wasn't a high quality polished game.
Agreed.
Right.
And maybe with Microsoft resources, with that tender loving care, that studio would be amazing. Like Kofi said, 2 to 3 years from like, man, I can't believe how great State of Decay 3 is. And all of those studios they just acquired from Bethesda, they are already making quality games, and hopefully they can get even better. So.
Can I make a quick analogy? It's a little bit off topic, though.
About like Ninja Theory and Rare. Just saying.
Yeah, they're great too, man. They can get even better.
I just think they're getting better and better, is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, of course. I like especially where Sea of Thieves and what you call it's going.
No, I'm looking at Everwild like man.
Something before Kofi goes, there's some things that I also noticed that maybe I'm not excusing any studio though, but when Gears of War tried their open world thing, it came with a lot of bugs. That's with Unreal Engine. The State of Decay also uses Unreal Engine, also came with a huge amount of bugs. Maybe Microsoft just needs to find a better open world engine. Maybe that's part of their problem too. I don't know. It's not an excuse. I don't want to put an excuse on them because we've seen fantastic games with Unreal Engine, but what is Bethesda and their engine, open world games, Unreal Engine, Microsoft also doing open world games. There's a lot of bugs implied into those games. True. They must find, like Sony, because let's be honest, those engines that Sony are using are fantastic. They're built for the Sony PlayStation.
Days Gone was a little buggy.
Days Gone was made for Unreal. Days Gone
yeah.
Days Gone was made for an Unreal Engine. So maybe the Unreal Engine 5 will work better, or they will find a new engine to better their games. But I think all studios still have their chance to be fantastic studios. They're just not there yet. So let's wait. Now, Kofi, you can continue.
Yeah, I just wanted to say one analogy.
Sorry.
Really quick. I'm sorry. And this is not related to games, so it seems a little bit off. But I remember back in my early college years, which is like 2005, 6, I remember looking at cars like Hyundai and thinking that they were just garbage. And then since then, I feel like the line of Hyundai cars are kind of nice. And then they
Hyundai
released
Kia?
the Genesis lines. And I'm like, now, okay, they're not Rolls Royce, but still their journey, we knew of them, is greatly improved, whether safety, performance, style. That's what the type of journey I want to see studios under Xbox make.
Yeah. Hey, let me get a super chat right quick. Keith J with the $2. What up, Dirk? I want to hear everybody pre-order story. Yeah, me too. If you're able to pre-order. Artemis, are you there? Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, bro.
Oh, goodness. Nice to meet everybody.
Hey, man, thanks for joining us. Teddy is supposed to come. Oh, shit, there you go right now. So I think we might be full. Let me see.
Hey, no problem, man. I can yield the spot. If she's
No. We're all good, brother. We're all good.
Sure.
Yeah, I want to expect 10 people, but it's all good. Hey, Teddy, what's up, bro? Thanks for joining.
Hey, what's going on? No problem. What's going on, everyone?
Yeah,
What up?
Yeah, so hey, yo, Kofi, do you think that's more of their product got better or you just got more mature?
Wait, my analogy? Or are you talking about Xbox?
Yeah.
Wait, you're talking about specifically about my analogy about the cars?
Yeah.
I mean,
that's a good
the
question.
cars are so much nicer. I don't know.
The Kia Hyundai definitely got better.
I think sometimes what
got
happens.
better.
Okay, I got a perfect story about me. During the PS2 360 generation, a game like The Witcher 3 or Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I would not have gotten even close to completing those games. But for some reason, this generation, me at 44 years old, I absolutely love those games. I completed The Witcher 3. I completed Ghost of Tsushima. I completed Assassin's Creed Origins and Odyssey. I would have never even played those. I would have played them. I would have played them for 2 hours. So I think it's not that the games are different. Well, they're better, of course, but I mature as a gamer, as a person. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm more patient than I used to be. And I think maybe those cars, maybe they weren't that bad back in the day, but you were a little bit younger, so your way of thinking was a little bit different. You know what I'm saying?
Or just your perception was
That's
like
a good
you
point.
only knew what you knew.
One studio that I never paid attention to, and they came up with a game 3 years ago, was Larian Studios and Divinity Original Sin. It's one of my favorite games of the generation. But back last gen, I would have ignored the top-down RPG type.
But look at City Project Red. No, I didn't care about Witcher 2 or Witcher 1.
Right.
At all. And look at them now. Everybody's talking about City Project Red, Cyberpunk, and Witcher 3. So
yeah,
studios do evolve. So
yeah, they do evolve. So what Xbox is doing, us as Xbox, like me as an Xbox fan, I hope they really take advantage. These studios take advantage of Microsoft resources. I hope that Microsoft doesn't try to, withhold them from doing what they do. I want Microsoft to give them carte blanche to do what they do. What you gonna do?
I think they learned a lesson from Bungie, man. They were trying to monopolize.
Absolutely. That was
not monopolize, but the word is micromanage. They try to micromanage Bungie, and they bailed. So now
right about that.
Phil's been very straight about, hey, we're gonna. He even said it. We're gonna empower these studios to be the best they can be with resources, with budget, whatever they need to do, and that's why I think that's one of the reasons that 343 was in a little bit of trouble, because they were all there doing their thing. Nobody was supervising them. And they did a misstep on July. I think
get their shit together.
Yeah.
It's like a balance they need. They can't be too hands off to the point where a game isn't where it's supposed to be, but you don't want to be to the point where you're chasing a studio away like Bungie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's exactly right. Because looking at now, they have 23 studios that have to manage between, I think it's Matt Booty and Greenberg.
Not over yet.
Say what?
I'm sorry, man. I was thinking out loud. It's not over yet.
Yeah. You might get a couple more.
Yeah.
Getting studios.
Did you guys see the Tim Doc's tweet?
Let's talk about that later.
All right. Let's
it's 23 studios that they have to manage now, and I don't want a situation where a Halo Infinite comes up and nobody was paying attention, and oh wow, this game isn't as good as they thought. Well, I don't want them over right shoulder, but I don't want them so far away where they can't do anything about it. They gotta find that perfect.
Right, they don't want another scale bound, right?
Yeah, they have to find that perfect distance where they can watch 23 studios and give them all correct enough time and care.
But I don't think
Go
ahead, Teddy.
And sorry, I was just saying, and this is the perfect time to implement a quality control system.
Yeah.
When it comes down there, if anything, appoint a couple of people to where you be like, all right, you got this designated number of studios, you have this designated number of studios, and you have this designated number of studios. When it comes time for that quality assurance to kick in, that's when you go down there before every show. I'll say at least about a month before showtime. You go down there, see what they have developed, what trailer they're going to show, what gameplay they're going to show. And if it doesn't meet the standard, then it needs to go back into the oven. And then that's when you come back at least within 2 weeks before the show to see what they've came up with or whatnot. It's all about quality control when it comes down there. But at the same time, it alleviates the need of micromanaging. But at the same time, it at least lets them know, like, hey, we can't just put out whatever.
But you have to find the correct leaders on the studios, though, because let's look at Rod Ferguson. Rod Ferguson came, and he launched basically 3 Gears of War. We got 4, 5, and Tactics, and after that he left. 343 has changed leadership in a whole bunch of times, and they can't launch even one game right now. So that depends.
That's their only IP. That's their only
exactly, and that's their only IP. These guys made Funko, Tactics, and then they made Gears. And there was a movie running around. I don't even know what happened to that shit.
Yeah.
So I think not only micromanaging is it's not good for everybody because you don't want your boss on your neck every day. But at the same time, you have to have somebody there like, hey, look what you're doing. Supervise the motherfuckers.
Well, I mean,
you guys know what's something
but
really
you have
funny?
but you have to find the correct leaders, and then on top of the leaders, you have to find the correct managers per se, Matt Booty and somebody else, because Matt Booty can't do this job by itself anymore. Let's be honest.
You know what's funny about all this situation? None of us here, the whole public, none of us. We don't have a degree in business management. None of us have $1 million or $1 billion or $1 trillion company, and we know this. These are just plain facts. How is it that these people don't know this? I don't. Why is it going over their head? I don't. I just something I don't get.
Let me give you a little inside baseball on this because I work in an IT shop, so so some of these stuff is good. But like if you're managing, because Microsoft has over 100,000 employees, that's and not all, like 70-80% of them are developers, right? Working 24 different time zones across the globe or so like that. So a lot of times how these studios are broke down is you get projects, you have certain levels, depending on the project style they're doing, if it's waterfall or agile, that's something totally different, but that's a methodology. They do report, they do show off their leadership. So you said the Rod Fergusons and the Bonnie Rosses. So they do have to, they have a schedule, they should have a scheduled meeting with Phil on what their studio is producing. Or Phil will come in-house, or Matt Booty will come in-house, because Matt Booty's technically the one that's supposed to be over the studios, right? So he comes in-house, and then maybe they usually do it in increments of 6 weeks. Hey, what do you have that this is what we want to demo for you for our project, and where we're at right now. So in the essence of the demo for Halo Infinite, they showed this demo running on whatever dev kit, and this was okay. Is this okay to go or no go? Well, let's see. It's okay to go as we're building a service where it's going to be built on top of. Let's see the customer feedback from it and see if we can release this in the state it is or not in the state it is in. And so in that state, they got negative feedback. So that was the no-go scenario where we can't release this until it's in the optimal state. So it did have some kind of pressing pass when they showed the demo, and they have the future state because they have posted stickers and everything down the wall where you can see a roadmap where everything's supposed to be. Now the roadmap is thrown off where they have to actually fix where they're at now. And of course, they're implementing new stuff or implementing stuff they're supposed to complete like in 2021. Now we're adding that in because our roadmap for 2020, our release date, has been surpassed for that. So it's kind of the inside baseball because I kind of deal with this stuff at my own company because we have to kind of show out to the VPs and the CIOs and all that stuff to when we own projects and everything. So.
That's what makes it. But
that's a very good point.
Super chat, y'all. Hold on, let me get the super chat, y'all, before we continue. My boy Max City Entertainment with the $5. What's up, Max City? Fake pony fanboys trying to spin this into Xbox exclusive to PS5. FN Ghost. Ghost, Deathloop, Day One, Game Pass, Elder Scrolls, Skyrim, Doom are all games not FN. Hey, Max City, I've seen that. I've seen that was the that's how they're trying to spin it. They're trying to say, yeah, I know Xbox own these games, but all these games are going to be on PlayStation also.
Yeah, we have to talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk
like
about it a little bit.
I've been hearing things
Not
there.
necessarily.
It's not gonna go like people think it's gonna go. So.
Yeah. So we will definitely talk about that. But hey, but let me get Will take because I haven't heard your take about this whole Bethesda thing, Will. So what are your thoughts about that acquisition, bro?
Yeah, it was. I mean, of course, it's pretty shocking. But I think this is one of those things that Microsoft had to do, mainly because they're having a lot of the deck stacked against them, like especially at this stage. Because at this point, you know, Microsoft wanted to have the Xbox at start off on a good foot, not having to deal with like getting clowned all the time. And unfortunately, that's kind of been happening a lot lately, either for reasons like the Halo Infinite stuff hasn't been ready, the Craig stuff. The first party is kind of dry for like at least a year or two. Yeah. So it's been quite a lot of stuff happening. Plus, you got Sony having their exclusive third-party content, the timed exclusives, their Japanese support's always been on point. Partnerships with key publishers like Capcom for Street Fighter. So they have a lot of stuff going on. Plus, the Silent Hill rumors, the Metal Gear stuff that's starting up now. So they have a lot of stuff going for, despite what's going on with Sony lately, a lot of little things that are kind of annoying and kind of frustrating, but there's still a lot of people that are like, oh, you're going to get Xbox Series X, and people are like, nah, I got a PC, or like the indifference was kind of hurting Xbox's image. So I think they needed to have like a big move, so they're not like seen as a third place, but like a presence in the gaming industry. So I think that was a great move for them. I mean, I know it sucks for PlayStation owners because there's a danger of not having Bethesda games on the platform, and I mean they haven't really specified yet, but I guess they're going to be very strategic with it.
Yeah.
So I mean,
there's a real danger, I believe. So I mean, like we will talk about that, but I'm sorry to cut you off.
Very good point. That's a very good point.
Yeah. Are you done with? Like, I didn't mean to cut you off, bro.
No, it's okay. No, but yeah, the Bethesda thing, it was, like I said, it was just it's a great power move. And, like I said, it sucks for PlayStation owners. I understand. I mean, I was pissed with the Spider-Man stuff and the year time stuff, but there is no other way to combat this stuff than you have to like use your money. You got to use whatever you have to, because a lot of people were like, I know a lot of Xbox fans, including myself, would always be like, hey, Phil, how come you're not like locking down stuff? You're not like for the players,
right? Because Sony is
right, exactly. So this is like one of those things. But okay, yeah, that was actually a pretty good move. It's a controversial move because it's a publisher technically, but
right,
you need all this whatever you have in your arsenal to combat like a company as big as PlayStation or Sony, because they're not pulling their punches either. So.
Yeah, and they still have the mind share. And like you said, I'm gonna go to you, Teddy, because I really I love your opinions, because I haven't heard your take on this. See, but like you said, PlayStation, like Kofi said earlier, they have the mind share. They do. It's gonna take a lot more bad news for people to totally switch on, because look, man. In 2013, we all know the story, but let's go. Let's talk about it for a quick second.
Oh goodness! Again.
360 was the shit, but hold on.
It was.
Let's be honest. Those last few years, 360 was messing up. It was all about the Kinect, right? And while they were doing something wrong, PlayStation said, you know what? We got out to a bad start, the beginning of the PS3 generation. We're going to do this right. And they did. So they still have a little momentum, but Xbox is trying to build momentum. And I think that, and like going into the next generation, we're going to benefit for real. Before I go to you, Ted, let me get the super chat from my boy HB. Harry Balls. We used to call him HB, but whatever. With the $5. Microsoft bought ZeniMax because of Origin and ID Tech.
All right.
Look it up. The studios was a bonus to help mind shares and Game Pass. Microsoft playing chess, not checkers. That's a great point, bro.
A lot of people forget about that Orion Tech. But
yeah, see, I forgot about it until you mentioned it on last Monday.
Because I saw the press conference once they.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I forgot. Let me get this other one. Max City Entertainment with the $5. Nah, bruh. Pony's not getting these single player games. Maybe multiplayer, not single player. F that. Feel better. Remember where he just came from. Hey, Max City, we're gonna talk about that next. Actually,
hey, Teddy, you might have to go off, but they keep start a war in the super chats, man.
I gotta ask my boy Teddy, but I didn't hear your take about the acquisition, man. So what you think, bro?
If anything, it's great for Xbox. I mean, you have Bethesda now. Granted, a lot of people I've been hearing a lot lately. Oh, Bethesda haven't been relevant for the past so and so years. I beg to differ. Doom bought them back. We can all agree. Doom 1.
Hell yeah.
Doom 1 got them to the dance. Doom Eternal brought them back into relevance. Now, if anything, Elder Scrolls. I'm not that big of an Elder Scrolls guy, but there is a strong following in that Elder Scrolls community.
Yeah.
Some of my good friends are big time Elder Scroll players, but they have said the engine does feel dated. But if they come through with Elder Scrolls, and now that they have Microsoft backing them, they have a powerhouse behind them. I feel as though Bethesda can make Elder Scrolls even more relevant than what it is now.
Right.
But at the same time, you have two hungry companies in Bethesda and Microsoft sitting here teaming up, and they're trying to get their games. They're trying to get not only bolster Xbox's first party together, but now you have Bethesda's games and their catalog of games: The Evil Within, Elder Scrolls, Doom, Wolfenstein, all these other things that could be prime player exclusives for the Xbox brand. And what's the main thing people have always complained about Xbox? They don't have no games. Well, goddamn it, look at them now. Now they got a plethora. You have not only the golden triangle of Western RPGs with Fallout, Wasteland, and Elder Scrolls.
They got the Triforce.
The Triforce. They have the Western Triforce. I'll say right then and there. They have the Western Triforce and Western RPG.
They got Phyllis Jackson Triangle.
Exactly. Now, not only that, the way I see it, I say right here, right now, I find Xbox to be the more diverse of the two when it comes down to what type of games that can fit everybody's palate. For the kids, you have their Fortnites, you have their Minecrafts or whatnot. For the adults, you have your Elder Scrolls, your you have your Elder Scrolls, you have your Wastelands, you have your Fallout. Now for the hardcore action guys, you got Gears, Halo, freaking Doom. Now Wolfenstein, hell, exactly, Dishonored or whatnot. It's like I said again. There's on Xbox now that I feel there's something for everyone to play. I don't feel like anyone out there who has an Xbox can say, I just don't feel like I have anything that pertains to my taste. I feel like now there's more diversity than I've seen in a console in a very long time, and I'm very excited about it.
Nice. Let me get the super chat right quick. From my boy Geekhead 188 with the $5. Let's be honest, Elder Scrolls and Fallout being on Xbox platform only will hurt PlayStation. If those games remain exclusive, but we're going to talk about that next. I want to get everybody's take on the exclusivity of these studios. Infinity Hand with the $5. I'm betting Elder Scrolls and Fallout will be Xbox exclusive. I think Doom, Wolfenstein, etc. will be 1 year timed exclusive. So let me ask. Let me go to.
I can give my take.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry, bro. I forgot to ask your take. I'm sorry. I used to as many people. I'm sorry. But go ahead.
It's cool, man.
Go ahead.
I think it was a crazy morning. So you check in Twitter in the morning, and I was at 7:50 in my time, and then next thing you know, a few minutes later, this big bombshell drops and everything like that, and the whole world is going crazy because it's a $7.5 billion cash purchase. It is like, okay, somebody dropped $7.5 billion cash on another major line company. and you think of that and say, okay, what did it come with it? And Bethesda is no, ZeniMax totally, but there's no small player in this game. Like you said, they just released the hit in Doom Eternal this year. People are playing Elder Scroll Online like religiously, Fallout 76 religiously, and then next thing you know, this all goes to one company to pertain. And you see everybody online scrambling to say, okay, what is Microsoft doing with this company? And now I always say you have PC port beggars. Now you have PlayStation port beggars.
Oh shit,
going on now. It's like, oh, they can't make these.
They got Switch port beggars too.
Yeah. You can't make these things exclusive. You can't make them exclusive. Oh, Microsoft, that's not Microsoft DNA to make them exclusive. This is Microsoft. Microsoft only saved Apple just to make sure they wasn't getting considered a monopoly or so like that. So this company is taking on a new philosophy since they moved under technically not just Phil, but such as the dollar, where they are a software-based company where they are trying to conquer the industry. And if you hear Phil speak, and I heard him on several different things when he was speaking on Bloomberg and Larry Heard's podcast today, was he kept talking about the 3 billion game players out there. So he's thinking, what, xCloud is my platform, PC is my platform, and Xbox is my platform. Those are 3 separate entities. How can I get people to get on these 3 separate entities? They're subscribing to Game Pass on Xbox and PC and xCloud. We're getting into the Asian markets, the smaller markets where they have great internet service, but they're not trying to have a system they can play all the time. Right. And so now he has his agents, he has his Japanese studio also that he can probably expand out and grow, where they can change and build different things outside to get out past this Ghostwire Tokyo deployment. And next thing, yeah, Deathloop with I think that's Arcane Studios right there. Yeah,
Arcane. Yep.
Yeah. So, but in that regard, he's not trying. I don't think he's trying to make. Satya Nadella is not going to make these things multiplayer. He's going to build out his cloud infrastructure, which xCloud is a Trojan horse for building that out. So,
all right. Max City Entertainment with the $2 ain't gonna happen. Only multiplayer games going multi-plat. Phil.
Hey, I think we could all
agree.
Oh,
fuck.
Go ahead.
You say what? R&B, you say what?
No, go ahead with Geekhead's.
Geekhead with the $2. People forget Microsoft has FU money. Yeah, they do have a lot of money.
Max.
Yeah, I was saying, since we're all on this topic anyway, can we just deal with the 10-ton elephant in the room?
Yeah.
If this was a reverse, we know the situation. There will be no question of whether these will all be exclusive to Sony.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Even though
I've been saying that.
At least console.
Yeah. Yeah. Even though, let's be honest, we've seen Sony do things we thought they never do in like a million years, with games going to PC and games going back to the previous gen. We never thought they'd do that. But they are seeing now how they can't just stick to the traditional model. They have to branch out and build a platform. They can't just have it where it's just a console, you get your games, and that's it. They're seeing it now. And we thought they'd never, it's kind of backtracking, but we never thought they'd shift like that right there in front of our faces. Right. In real time.
You want to know why?
What's up, Bugly?
So remember, these are our companies, man. They're not there to please you, please me, please us. They're there to make money.
Of course.
And if you already got your fan base, you already got your Game Pass. The only reason I'm on I just got an Xbox is Game Pass, man. I've been playing on PC for a long time, man, and I've been spending full price on these games on Steam, right? And then I think 2 months ago, I joined Game Pass, and I keep looking back, and I looking back on Steam, and I'm like, man, I don't want to pay all that money for a game that I'm getting on Game Pass. So if you remember, you're talking about this platform thing. So if you're Microsoft and you already got your Game Pass phase, the games you're putting in your console, they're going to play at no extra cost other than their service. Well, if you're out there throwing money, if you put them on other platforms, that's extra cash. So I really don't think they're going to keep anything to themselves. Not because they don't want to be greedy, but for the money.
Think
about it. It's extra money on other.
No, I understand.
You got to look at it this way, though. If they take that and they stick it into Game Pass, you know how Game Pass was going to skyrocket. even higher than it is right now.
This was a
At least
question that
like a few of them.
This was a question that I asked Tim Dog, and I kind of agree with him, and because I had the same thought. You have Game Pass, you got Xbox, you got xCloud, you got PC. That's 4 platforms. Is it necessary to put your games on PlayStation?
Yeah, but that's 4 platforms for $15 for a player. Now, if you put it on a PC, or let's say you go
that's even better.
You go to PC and then you go to
there's no cost to entry, only $15. That's even...
So it's a full price $60. Not let's say they don't go to 70, but the full price $60 for that IP on a PC gamer and $60 for that PlayStation gamer. That's $120 compared to your $15 gamer.
Well, there's some extra hidden costs in there because with PlayStation, you are already giving them 30% to put your cost of the product onto their system. So
and that's also assuming that the game will never be on sale.
People say I don't want to go overtime,
so you're never going to get only the max.
Yeah, but when people say I don't want to work overtime because I'm paying a lot of taxes, but it's always better to make money than to lose money. So you're paying 30%, but you're making 70%. If you don't put it there, you're not making 70%, even though you're paying 30%. You're not making that 70%.
I understand that part, and I totally agree with you. That's not the problem. The problem is, and Sony is
grow your house first.
Exactly. Sony is extremely competitive. Sony doesn't think in Microsoft or Nintendo or anybody else. Sony is thinking about them, and as they want to make their money, Microsoft is a little bit more open. And let's be honest, I don't know how it is to make $1 trillion. Microsoft does, and they know how to make money. But at the same time, if you want Game Pass to be your juggernaut, you want your services to be the best thing out there in gaming and the best value, you must keep some things to yourself.
No, you're right. That's a carrot. You always got to flash the carrot.
I'm not saying it's everything, but I think this time, and plus, I don't know if you guys saw Major Nelson's show today. How Phil and these guys were talking. They were a little, lovey-dovey, and I really don't think PlayStation is in the discussion right now. They seem that they have something planned, and I don't think PlayStation is involved in some capacity. But I don't know.
No, you're right, man. So you're absolutely right. Business-wise,
but at the same time,
wait. One at a time. Y'all one at a time.
Think of it this way. So Microsoft had a goal, right? We're going to do this. We're going to do this gaming platform service called Game Pass. Hey, what is our money-making goal to get Game Pass profitable for Xbox? So is our target 30 million or 40 million or 20 million people? Okay, if we go this way and we buy Bethesda or buy all these different studios, hey, and we put those games in day to day, we need to that'll help us grow our target market. So if their target is 30, then they may look out to go, hey, we may get that extra funds from PlayStation. But if we say we buy these studios and just keep it as business as usual, to just put it as multi-plat, there's no incentive for people to switch over and to do Game Pass.
Yeah, there's actually no reason to buy Bethesda if you're going to keep business as usual.
Kofi,
go ahead, Kofi.
Well, I think that approach is the best. Imagine a staggered release where it's at no additional cost on Game Pass. Don't talk about it for 6 months, and then it's full retail for PlayStation. That's a strategy.
I don't go here.
Especially for the big ones. Because I think that my biggest concern is, let's say Elder Scrolls 6 comes out and it's a big budget game, or I would imagine it's like, I don't want to throw out numbers that make people uncomfortable, but like, I don't know, $100 million. It's nice to say, hey, after we get a big jump in our Game Pass subscription over the holiday weekend, we'll have it come out in March on PlayStation for $60. Or 70. And then think about this.
But you're not counting PC either, because PC Elder Scrolls is big on PC.
That's true too. But also think about PlayStation has better penetration in different markets across the world, right? We've seen that Xbox sales might not be the same in the United States as it is in Europe, but you can count on some of those units selling over in France or in the UK.
Well, I can tell you this right now. As of today, I guess from yesterday's pre-orders, the UK I think was sold out before the US was.
Yeah. Was it for the UK? Okay.
Yeah, for the UK and for.
And you're right.
Super chat, y'all, before we go.
Go ahead.
Let me super chat before we go, because this is about to be a great conversation. Geekhead 188 with the 29, with the 199. Microsoft doesn't need PlayStation to sell these games. That's what Game Pass is for. Geekhead. So you're right. Because they're big franchises. Max City with the $2 it's a 30% cut if it goes to Sony. F that. Don't happen. That's not happening.
Oh, snap. But Kofi, to what you were saying, I have to find it because I'm pretty sure everybody saw it. They were on Twitter. They were looking at the leading sales in like most of European countries, everything UK, Germany, France, Spain, and a few others. And you saw Xbox was on top after the pre-orders that went out. And what shocked me the most of all was Xbox had completely sold out in South Korea, pre-orders wise.
That part.
That has never happened before, I don't think.
Yeah.
Now, granted,
I'm sure they probably got a small amount.
And
That had to be because of mobile, man. That had to be because of xCloud. That has to be. That's why they introduced xCloud to go in the Asian market.
Absolutely.
No, that was an Amazon sales chart that showed Xbox Series X was the number one selling devices for the past 24 hours.
Yeah, and Kofi, you do have a point about PlayStation being, more renowned worldwide brand, but how did Sony get there? By putting great games on their system. If Microsoft takes away that and puts great games on their ecosystem, where are people going to start running towards?
That's true.
Right.
So they have to do this in order to be them, the next worldwide brand.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with what anybody is saying per se.
No, everybody's fine. Everybody's great.
Yeah. But I'm looking at this. I'm looking at the steps they're taking, and I'm looking at the steps Sony's taking, and it looks almost a complete mirror opposite of what happened in 2013. Because now you have PlayStation focusing only on America at the jump, and Microsoft is focused on 36 territories at the jump.
And you know, RB, let me say this. I think Microsoft listen, like in life, when we make a mistake, we try not to make that same mistake again, right? And Xbox know what the hell they did wrong.
Yeah.
With the Xbox One, and they're trying to make sure they don't make those same mistakes. And let me get these stupid chats off before we go.
When you say PlayStation is focusing on America, do you mean like games that they're working on?
No. Their marketing right now is full America, basically.
Their consoles, from their words, they're focusing primarily on America first. I don't know if you saw the last PlayStation show.
North America, focus on North America.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, they're launching in North America on the 12th. I think the next week or
everybody else,
the 19th.
Europe is everywhere else.
Because remember, PlayStation beat the Xbox One 3-1, basically.
Yeah.
But in America, it's not that far away to fight.
Yeah, it's not.
They're really tough.
I say that to say Xbox's focus is getting a wider range because now they're trying to penetrate more countries off the jump. You see people are eager for it, and while they're also focused on consoles, they're also focusing on the cloud because you see them trying to burrow and build a base in South Korea right now with the advertisements with the Samsung, with the advertisements with that K-pop group. I hate K-pop. Whatever it's called. But
it's not about BTS.
It's not meant for you.
Hey, let me get these super chats, y'all, before we go.
Go ahead.
This is a great conversation. Infinity Hand with the $5. This ain't Xbox AA indie games being exclusives. These are juggernaut franchises that have huge fan bases that love them. Xbox and PC will make enough money. You're right about this. I mean, this ain't State of Decay 2. This is like Fallout franchise, Elder Scrolls. So you're right about that. My boy Digital Source with the $5. Stop worrying about Microsoft balance sheet. Amy Hood got this. Just celebrate how the Xbox gaming platform just keeps getting better. Thank you, Digital Source.
We're not
you're
fighting
right,
about Xbox balance.
No,
we're not even worried about their money. We just want to know what are their strategy.
I think I got another. I got another one. Let me get this other one. Pixel Big G with the $5. Hey man, there's no ponies in a chat today, but hey, my Xbox, but usually a lot of ponies.
Probably sudden dire straits.
We got two dislikes, man. That's what
Harry Beam flipping.
Oh yeah, flippers in here. Okay. Pixel Big G with the $5. Those games will be exclusive to Xbox and PC. Silly ponies need to deal with it and grow up. PC matters more than PlayStation. Damn, Pixel. Hey, damn, Pixel.
You're going hard. That's wrong.
No need to take a jab, man. It's all good.
Yeah. Well, Microsoft. Hey, man, you know how to chat.
Yeah, because later I'm gonna praise PlayStation. Go ahead.
Pixel B being brutal. Rain G4 with the $5. Let's be real. This fake concern about Microsoft recouping $7.5 billion is really Sony dudes wanting games on PlayStation.
Exactly.
Hey man, I'm gonna be honest, man.
We did the same thing. We gotta keep it a buck here, man. We did the same thing with Xbox. We wanted their games too. So
but Phantom, that's what I was saying from the jump. If they were concerned about making back 7.5 billion in the first place, they wouldn't have bought them in to start with.
Yeah, exactly.
This is a long term.
It's not a short game. It's
Yeah,
a
long.
yeah, it's
Actually,
long.
long term play.
It's always the marathon.
Yeah.
Can I say
Always.
something positive really quick? Because I know I've been pretty critical.
No,
Bro,
you good, man. Hey, man, do that.
Positive
Tell us your
criticism is-
honest opinion, bro.
I
However you
love
feel.
it, man. You haven't said one thing that is a lie. That is great.
Yeah, man. You keep
So-
it real. Go ahead.
I love doing translations for Japanese gaming news, and so when Tango GameWorks falls under this category of Xbox finally acquiring a Japanese studio, huge compliments to that. Huge compliments to working with Shinji Mikami. We all know, we all love his contribution to various
Absolutely.
games, whether it's Resident Evil or what have you.
Right.
But what I'm hoping for is more experimentation with talented devs that don't have funding in Japan. There's a lot of developers. One I love to always thought is Tri-Ace. I don't know if you guys remember the
Tri-Ace.
Star
No,
Ocean
never heard of them.
series.
Yeah.
Star Ocean was
I made
big.
Ocean, yeah.
They made a game called Resonance of Fate. These guys have a lot of talent. They just don't have like the AAA investment like they used to have with Star Ocean 4 when it was a timed exclusivity back in the 360 era. So, but I'm hoping with having Tango GameWorks possibly make Ghostwire Tokyo and whatever else, that Phil can create more competition in that space, because AAA Japanese games that are risky is something I'm looking forward to. I try to translate Japanese news and there's nothing for Xbox. We can change that, right? It's just me doing that kind of stuff. So
It starts tomorrow morning, I think, right? That's the 9 o'clock, 6 o'clock, something like that.
Yeah.
They said don't expect any acquisitions. Now they said don't expect any acquisition announcement.
Any new.
In the show.
So people are talking about this because of Monday, but this isn't a new acquisition, and all these things don't happen overnight. This has already been done. This has already been done.
Pay the bills, Dirk.
Let me get let's do super chats. Relis GT with the $5. Relis GT with the $5. Imagine Doom guy in the Halo crossover.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some stuff that we never thought that could be possible before. Geekhead 188 with the $5. Why do people care if these games are exclusive? Isn't that what people always clown Microsoft for, about not having exclusives? Now they're scared. Hey man, I'm gonna tell you, hey Geekhead, thank you, bro. I'm gonna tell you, hey Coffee, I'm gonna tell you, man, we usually don't have this much Xbox in the chat, man. I don't know where the ponies at today.
I'm like, wow, there's a lot, but no, it's great.
I'm telling you, hey, Coffee, usually, I'm telling you, bro, it's usually 70% pony, 30% Xbox guys. I swear. I don't know what's going on today. Maybe, because this is the first Scrampunks after, the big news. I swear, bro, this is weird. This is weird. It's usually,
Harry B, man. Harry B, since I've been here, he's always
Harry B is usually here.
Yeah,
Geekhead is usually here.
They're usually, I think I see him capping for Sony. But he brought up a really good point. I don't know if you guys saw it earlier, and I don't think anybody's talking about it. Now, he's talking about the ID and the Onyx, the part of the acquisition for Microsoft. They do VR gaming, and that's something that Microsoft doesn't have right now. VR, and I know a lot of people don't like it, but I know a lot of people swear by it. Like they want VR in the box.
Yeah,
I thought that was a good point.
Hey, Flippin'. Hold on, sorry. Hey, Flippin'. I know you're in the chat. You too many damn Xbots in here. You know what the difference is? We haven't trashed PlayStation at all.
Because we actually love the play
right now.
Yeah, they're a really great system. They're good games.
I love PlayStation too. So PlayStation guys and other podcasts will be trashing us, talking shit. Look what we're doing. We're having a smart discussion right now. So
hey man, my boy Keith J. Hey, my boy Keith say, Dirk, please don't talk them up because they're gonna show up.
I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, where's Hard Day?
Yeah, man, I'm telling you. Listen. I mean, like some of the Xbox guys, they're pretty like always here. They're always constant with this channel, but it's usually way more ponies in the chat, bro. I'm telling you, it's pretty funny actually. So,
well,
I acquired it today too.
I I'm not a long time Xbox fan, but I became aware of Xbox back in April. I will own both, XX and XS, but
say again.
I haven't been a long time Xbox fan. I just started to become following Xbox back in April. So I'll be having my first Xbox consoles. I just got them yesterday. I want to say I've been reading some news, man. I've been trying to catch up on consoles because I didn't know console gaming was still a thing after gaming on PC for a couple of decades. I want to ask Kofi a question, and I came across a news thing. I've been reading up a lot of videos and news for people that know about consoles like you guys, and they brought up a thing about Sony slamming back buying Ubisoft. And I don't know if anybody has seen this. Is this true?
There's a rumor running around Ubisoft, yeah. But I don't even know where the push comes from.
Konami, Take-Two.
Yeah, they're trying to buy everybody apparently.
Yeah, the one Ubisoft one is one I haven't read, but I did read the Take-Two one. I did see rumors of Capcom and fans crying for Konami. I don't think there was anything that was substantiated by that.
You know what? I kind of want PlayStation to get Konami or Metal Gear or whatever to have in it, because this war, I'm not going to put it as war, but this competition, I love it. Sony gets something, Xbox gets something. It just makes it great for everybody, to be honest, and it makes it enticing to buy a PlayStation and an Xbox. So
I agree.
And you know what? That's great, because the 360 era, there was not a lot of competition for Microsoft. Look how cocky they got, and they misstep. Now, for 7 years, the dominant has been Sony, right? And what happened now? They woke up the giant. Now he's going to bring up the heat. What's going to happen next? Sony's going to step it up, and it's only good by every fan. Look what happened. So I'm a PC guy, right? So for years, and I've been I'm a hardcore NVIDIA and Intel, because they've always been the best. Look what AMD did. They stepped up their game. They're cheaper and better than Intel and NVIDIA right now. They got a video card coming up. It's called NVIDIA Killer. Their new processors are already better than Intel processor in gaming. Oh yeah, man, it's coming on hot.
Competition is great.
Are you about to say something, Ted?
Yeah, I was about to say. I know when it comes down to it, a lot of Sony fans were like, there was an outpour of saying, "Hey, Sony, buy Konami, buy Take-Two, buy Capcom, do something." But the way it is as simple as this.
You guys saw they created a uniform of gamers. We the gamers demand you buy something. I forgot what they say. They were demanding Sony to buy someone.
That's all nice and dandy. I'm glad. I'm happy that there's a spark for competition.
Right.
But this is the prime example of big bank take little bank, and little bank right now is Sony. I'll be honest.
Sony ain't no little bank.
Sony, I get it, but I don't see Sony coming out here trying to buy out a damn AAA goddamn developer like Capcom or what you call it, Konami. Konami been on the goddamn downside for like the past 10 years. So might be able to make something go on. But now Capcom just got resurrected. If anything, their asking price is going to be mighty goddamn high. And the question is this: will Sony play ball? Would they come in with their damn checkbooks open enough to where they could possibly get a Capcom, or they might possibly, get a Ubisoft or something like that?
I saw when you look up business, they have every business put out their net sales for the year. And Sony's isn't just a PlayStation company. They make televisions. I have a Sony headset, a noise cancellation headset. It's actually the best one I've ever tried. So they make a lot of products, right? And I was watching the net sales, not their sales, but their net sales for the entire gross sales for the entire year was 6 point some bill for the entire year, right? And then Microsoft just opened their wallet, cash, no bonds, just cash, 7.5 bill. So there's a big difference there.
Let me get a super chat, y'all.
Go ahead.
Restored Hades with the $5. Where are those?
Hades?
Where are those PlayStation fans who said they would just play Xbox games on their PCs? Finally, people ain't talking about that. 15 million subs on Game Pass. Yeah, that's how much we got to mention.
Well, all these people that said they had all these ready-made PCs.
Foggy's right there.
Oh, we got some more super chats. I'm sorry. We got some more. Hey, I want to talk to. I want to ask, Will something right quick. Hold on. Let me get these other super chats. Geekhead with the $5. LOL. Take-Two. Ubisoft. Sure, if they want to go bankrupt. Hey, maybe this watch nobody.
Maybe there's some truth into that, but let Will talk.
Hey, man, maybe this watch nobody in them quit. It's too much Xbox in the chat, man.
Hey, yo, shout out to Snowbody, if Nintendo and Stadia were on the news, we'd be talking about them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. So that's the thing.
If there's Stadia news,
get the last one. Get Corey. Will.
Corey Tillwell with the $5. Ponies crawling down. Ponies crawling. Reddit and Twitter for inkling of new PS5 news. That PS5 is by far the ugliest console ever made. Yeah, hey, yo, Kofi, I'm sorry, brother. I know it's be like this in the chat.
I haven't.
Thanks, Corey.
Go ahead, Devin.
I was about to say I haven't seen the console, so
you haven't seen it.
Oh, you talking about no, like he's saying,
like you want to see a legit,
like people holding it.
Yeah.
So, hey, yo, Kofi, are they supposed to have some type of game reveal next week or something?
That's right. They're supposed to have a demo of players actually playing the game. Hopefully they give a UI demo. There are some criticisms I have of this rollout with PlayStation. Like I'm really into UIs. I don't know if that's weird, but the fact that we haven't seen the system being turned on, that's a negative for me right now.
I'm starting to roll around to that. I'm starting to roll around to that thing too. Post been talking about that ever since like the very beginning.
Yeah,
when Xbox showed their system. Then he always comes out with, why haven't PlayStation do it? Me personally, I am starting to roll down to it because I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, damn, y'all let the pre-orders go on sale. That's all cool and dandy, but we still haven't seen this damn system work. Like, do we actually know whether, because this is like one or two things. Either the bitch gonna work or we're gonna get a goddamn red line of death here. I mean, I hate to say it, but that's how it could possibly be. And me personally, I mean, even though I did try to pre-order the PS5, I'm honestly glad that I couldn't get it because I'm still kind of on the fence about it. I have to see that there's no overheating issue going on here, that this liquid metal situation is taken care of or whatnot, or that you have your coolant together, because, I mean, when it comes down to it, it's going to be in my damn shelf. And the last thing I needed for it to do
is it going to fit in your shelf?
Were we going to do stories, by the way?
It'll fit. Yeah. But the last thing I need is for that shit to goddamn blow up in my goddamn entertainment.
Let me. Can I ask a question about the PlayStation? Do you really want it?
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question about PlayStation. So here's the thing. US, UK, we're only worrying about a $10 increase, but in Canada, in Europe, Asia, Latin, Central America, man, I'm hearing it's 90. It's in Panama.
100.
It's a $90 to $100 increase per game.
What?
So no joke. This is true. And I'm hearing a lot of. So I listen to Matt's gaming news, and he's complaining that he's from Poland. He's complaining that you guys think $10 is bad. For them, there's 90, depending on each game, $90 to $100. This is a standard game. Now, if you get the Ultimate Edition or the Premium Edition, it's going to be expensive for them.
That's crazy, man.
But that's inflation, though.
Game Pass,
it is inflation. Come on, man.
Let me get this super chat from Relish GT with the $2. Sony is broke compared to Nintendo, Xbox. Thank you.
Yeah, that's the question I wanted to ask, Derek. Like, does anybody in here actually believe Sony's able to spend over $1 billion just to acquire a studio?
I think so.
I think it would be a bad move.
No. I think
they spent that same amount of money. They're not going to drop $7.5 billion on a studio.
No, not $7.5 billion.
But man, we were just saying that a couple months ago about Microsoft doing that for $4 billion. $4 billion on WB. They were just saying that, and look what they did.
They did 7.5.
But it turns out they were trying to buy both.
Yeah,
I'll be honest. With Jim Ryan, it's like I just don't see Jim Ryan really just shelling out no money like that.
Jim Ryan's the GOAT. That's why.
I mean, if they're gonna
to be
do that,
what you calling?
Go ahead, about to say Will.
I mean, if Sony's gonna do that, they're gonna be very strategic with it. Like they're gonna do like Blue Point.
Right.
What's that studio? The Ex Machina.
Ex Machina. Who made that?
Well, I mean, you can only go by. Let's go by their history. So the last studio they bought was Insomniac for $250 million, right? And then they spent.
That was a bargain, man.
That was amazing.
Yeah. Then they just spent $250 million this year on Epic, just to buy a table at Epic. Right? And you got Microsoft. They spent $20 billion. They spent $20 billion on LinkedIn. So this 7.5 is not even their highest purchase
acquisition.
How much did they pay Epic?
Like
250 million?
Yeah.
Now, when it comes
how
down
much
to it,
they make?
Yep. Yeah, go ahead.
Granted, Sony makes money off of other hardware such as TVs and headphones and all that stuff. How much of that net worth of money is actually getting allocated to the PlayStation brand itself to be spending.
I think PlayStation is their moneymaker.
We got to look at it like that.
that.
Yeah, PlayStation is their biggest moneymaker. Okay, granted. All right. Yeah, true. PlayStation is the biggest moneymaker. But when it comes down to it, do y'all really see them trying to shell out? I wouldn't say $7.5 billion, but like whatever the asking price for some of these companies are, do you see them possibly being like, man, that's a little goddamn, that's too steep for our wallets,
they don't. The whole thing is like you buying a home. We all buy homes. I have a mortgage. You don't have the money. You get a loan. You get a loan.
Right.
No, see, it's got to be something where I think I was hearing on VGP. Somebody brought up the market cap of Bethesda. ZeniMax Games was $2.5 billion. Microsoft paid triple to actually bring them in house.
So in 3 years they make their money. In theory.
Yeah. So that was an offer they couldn't refuse. If we only worth 2.5 billion and they give us 7.5 billion, we're in the money. So you say Ubisoft, that's rumored today about Ubisoft market cap is like 10.5 billion. And let's say if you go by the same parameters, they would have to almost spend 20 to $30 billion to acquire a company just like that, where their market cap is only 96 billion.
That's why I think Sony is not going to buy a studio, but I think they're going to do something else. I think they're going to invest to better make their PS Plus or their PS Now.
Well, the thing they've been doing is buying these exclusives, right? They've been buying these exclusives.
I think they're going to try. Okay, we can't buy a studio for $7 billion, but what we can do is make Capcom games, Platinum games, make them day one exclusives in PS Plus or in PS.
Now, hold on.
Their competition now is Game Pass, not even Xbox.
Hey, you know what though? Hey, Johannes, if they did that, I would subscribe to PlayStation Now.
Of course,
I would. Absolutely. Let me get the super chat, y'all.
Anyway, go ahead.
Harry B with the $5. Microsoft on-hand cash is Sony's market cap. Their money ain't the same. Sony can buy studios. Microsoft buys the publisher. Their money ain't the same.
That's what I'm.
Sony's not even buying the studio.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because not to say that Sony has done a very good job of cloak and dagger. When I say that is, they'll put on a very good show. They get you hyped. They get you interested. They get you ready to buy it. And then the media will do their job for them and say, well, actually, this is time. So actually, this is such and such. Actually, whatever. They're very good at drawing you in with a show and letting all the details come out later. We just saw it last week with this. What was that? The showcase.
They let the influencers and fans make the narrative.
Because the showcase was actually great. I enjoyed that showcase.
That was really good. That got me hyped to get a PS5 because I saw Final Fantasy 16. Five Nights at Freddy. I saw
Freddy's. Goddamn.
5 Nights at Freddy's.
Just to hear Kratos say anything. Just to hear Kratos say anything. That's enough for me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, pause.
Here's another thing.
You right, pause on that one. I'm sorry.
Here's another thing about purchases.
Anyway, that was an amazing show. And what happened after the show? Well, actually, this is cross-gen. Actually, this is a time exclusive. Actually,
and you know what? What happened? It was a great show, right?
Yeah.
Because of that news that those games were cross-gen, it kind of took all the steam away from the show, bro.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think they can bust a move like Microsoft can bust a move. They got to think of something else.
Hey, let me get
you guys want to know something about acquisitions and purchases? Just like when you go to the store, you see something that's $10. You don't pay $10. So when you weigh any purchases, when you buy a car, the car's $10,000. You got to pay taxes. I'm sure they also pay the lawyers because there's a lot of contracts passed. Yes, so that the 7.5 bill that was probably just the price for it. But they had to pay lawyers, they had to pay taxes, they had to pay a bunch on top of that. You know what I mean?
Well, they do a lot. They do a lot of stuff before they purchase. Because I work for Visa, we purchase companies all the time. But the acquisition part, they do their research on beforehand and see if this company is a company that we can actually put inside our company or something like that. We can bring in. And there's a lot of stuff that goes behind the scenes before they even get to the point where, hey, we're going to go buy you or so like that. So they do a lot of that research.
So they got to pay a bunch of lawyers, a law firm, to write up a contract and then to review a contract. Negotiations back and forth. So it's just way more than just the 7.5 bill. That's for sure.
Yeah,
That's
let me
why-
get a super chat because he got it. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me get a super chat. He got an interesting question. C Flag D Train with the $5. He said, "So Snow Bunny and MM2K quit because they couldn't bash Xbox anymore. The whole time Xbox was weaker, they were game. Pretty lame to me." Now, first off, let me say, hold on. Let me say,
I'm not like this, man.
let me say, MM2K didn't quit. He's still game. I just said, I'm gonna do the show today, and I'm just take a break. Snow Bunny quit because she didn't like the direction of the show. I still got love for Snow Bunny, no doubt about it. Things happen all the time.
Miss Snow Bunny.
I love.
Yeah, man, that's my
She's
girl, man.
awesome.
So
she's cool.
Great.
and Moss is still the homie, even though he be talking that Stadia shit. No, but Moss is still the boy, my homie, man. So ain't no bad blood and no shit like that. Those are my homies, both of them. You know what I'm saying? So and we still cool. So Moss just told me yesterday, like Snow Bunny and Storm kind of want to step out, which is good, man. They want to do their own thing. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good. But I thank everybody here for coming through for me. Actually, I was only going to have about 6, but we got 10. But hey, shit happens, and I appreciate you guys showing up for me.
Well, we got big shoes to fill, man. Those guys are great. Moss is great. Sometimes he went in the rap, but he's still good. So it's Bunny, man.
Yeah, I mean, Moss is the real. See, I think people don't know that joined us like recently. Moss was an Xbox guy. And after E3 2019, which I admit was trash, he lost it. He was like, man, I'm tired of Xbox shit. And then he started being a Stadia guy. But like Moss is not a PlayStation guy. I think people like confuse this Xbox hate for PlayStation. No, that's not the case. He just, he's like, love bashing Xbox for whatever reason.
But have you noticed that crap gamers, when certain folks left the Xbox community, Xbox got better? Like,
I don't know. When you look at it this way, it's like people can't hate on Xbox no more.
You think the crap gamer curse and the Moss effect is real?
Yeah. Hey, I got no comment, bro.
You know what?
Okay.
I'm starting to believe.
I don't know. People can't hate on Xbox anymore, so they're just disappearing.
Yeah, but hey, I'm about to go to
those are the homies, man.
Features of
I ain't got
Israel.
nothing but love for them.
$1.99, no message. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
No pork. All right.
No swine.
He retracted it.
No, he's saying no pigs. I'm saying the cops. I'm saying.
Oh.
Okay. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I have no idea. I'm making that up.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I thought that was his
all right, y'all.
avatar.
So let me ask you guys a question. Like before we get into do you give a shit, which is like for people that don't know, that's a little part of Scrampunks. Why I just ask you guys, do you give a shit? Now, since we have 10 people, I want to hear people pre-order story, but since it's 10 people, let's kind of make it quick. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want it to, be too long. But I really do want to hear people pre-order story. Let me ask Will. So, Will, were you able to pre-order Xbox?
I want to start first. If you will allow me.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
My pre-order story. I didn't get one. Done.
Oh, shit. Well, yeah.
You can't get one right now.
So let me ask you, like, were you able to pre-order Xbox or PlayStation 5?
Yeah, I was I got a Xbox Series X. I was going through all the sites like Target and Best Buy wasn't up yet, and Amazon. I was able to get one through Amazon because I had seen IGN deals, so I got right to it, pre-ordered it somehow, and then got off. So I was really lucky with that one.
Yeah. I think a lot of us got lucky, like me. I don't know if you guys watch my little short vlog, my little 3-minute video.
That was really good.
Yeah. I just but that was what. In reality, I knew GameStop wasn't going to have any.
That was well done, actually.
Oh, thank you. See, but this was my real, in reality, I knew GameStop wasn't going to have any, and I knew people was going to be there. My intentions was to go interview some people.
Yeah.
I wanted to go interview them. Yo, I got a YouTube channel. What do you guys think about this? And I saw them guys. I was like, man, fuck these people. So I just kind of just did my little thing, went to the, and left and went back home. But it worked out for me. But yeah, as you see, I was able to get my Xbox Series X pre-ordered. With the PS5, I did go to that GameStop, that same GameStop that day, and they had just ran out. So I said, I'll just get a PS5 early next year, just like I did my PS4. I got my PS4 February of 2014. I probably wind up doing the same thing with the PS5. So
where'd you get your Xbox?
The game, Microsoft Store.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, that one was getting.
Oh, you did? Nice.
Yeah, that one was
It took
actually
about 15 minutes,
I
bro.
was actually trying to get the all access thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, even that was like not working for me. I mean, the PS5 thing, I wasn't. I was kind of like everybody else, kind of blindsided, so I just didn't even get the chance. But for PlayStation, like I'll just do what I did this gen. I'll wait for the games to go on sale. I'll buy them digitally. Then when I'm able to buy a PS5 like physically or I can order online, I'll just have all the games ready for me, and I'll be able to.
Right.
I wouldn't even do that. I'd wait until they go on sale. If you don't have it yet, the game prices will drop.
I know one thing.
Yeah.
If Horizon Forbidden West and God of War comes out next year, which I still have my thoughts, maybe it'll be pushed. I definitely got to get a PS5 next year because I definitely want to play both of those games. No doubt about that. So anybody else got any stories? Oh, hey, yo, Ted, what you say? Ted, like you said that you tried to get all access, but it didn't work.
I tried to do the all access, but it just kept crashing. Or like off of like Best Buy, because I found out the Microsoft store had sold out. I don't even know how the hell that happened because I was literally on that mug like when it hit what you call it, I was just like on that mug and I was clicking.
Yeah.
At the time it kept crashing. Then by the time I finally got in that bitch, it said it was sold out, or it said it's not working, it's not up at this time. Please try again later. And I'm just like, oh my God.
I'm saying it took me about 15-20 minutes, bro.
Then for Best Buy didn't even goddamn go on the time it was supposed to go.
They did about an hour or two later, didn't they?
An hour or two later. So I'm sitting there.
That's
like,
where my homegirl got hers from.
Like I'm sitting there getting to the point where I'm just like, man, fuck this shit. I'm just gonna take my ass to bed. Because shit, I wasn't even supposed to be up for like another 2-3 hours.
Damn.
So I'm sitting there like, okay, fuck it. Then like in the Discord, someone was like, oh, Amazon shit just opened. I clicked that fucking link, and I managed to get that shit by I don't even know how. By the skin of my damn teeth. Yes, I managed to get it by the skin of my teeth or something. All I know is when I got there, I put it in my cart. I eliminated all the other shit that I had in my cart so fast. Then it just said Amazon.com thanks you on the little header. I was just like, all right,
nice.
Okay, we got something.
To piggyback off of Teddy, I was doing the same shit. I was on Amazon. I was on a Microsoft Store. I got to the place order. I did the address. I did the payment. I did everything. When I got to place order, the shit just did not work. I was on my Xbox. I was on my I was on two screens on my iPad, and I was on my phone. Then I said, okay, let me try that. I said, okay, let me try Amazon. Amazon link wasn't live, and then luckily, all of us in the Discord were together talking, and some people were in line, some people had just came back from their line. So all of a sudden he was like, "Oh, Amazon link is live." We all hopped at the same time, and I was just like Teddy. I cleared all that shit out of my fucking cart. I don't even know what I threw away. I'm pretty sure it's important. Pretty sure something's important, but I don't know what it is no more. So I said, delete all this shit, and I hit place order. I don't know what card I paid with. I don't know what address it's going to, but I hit.
Can I ask a question?
I can adjust it later. I can change the address and the payment later. I just had to get it done, and sure enough, same like Teddy, I got it done.
Hey, y'all, let me get the super chats before we go. Hold on, fuck. Let me get a couple super chats before we go to your story. Harry Balls with the $2. Tell Moss Stadia is trash. Crap can't come back.
Damn.
Yeah, people don't like crap, man. And like I always admit, I used to rock out with crap, man. I used to rock out with him, and I had no problem with him going to PlayStation. I always thought the timing was a little weird, but I just don't understand why he became an Xbox basher. Like, excessive Xbox basher.
Man, the story about relationships, there's a thin line between love and hate. Mm-hmm. When you're giving out something, everything you got, and they keep doing that shit to you, it turns into hate, man. That's a fact.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is then. Yeah, because he damn sure hate him.
So I was gonna ask you guys, this is the first time I'm going out for a console, and I wasn't around 360 era. Mm-hmm. Was this? I heard something about being more than hype or the same as it was back then.
For 360?
The 360 when it came out.
Well, actually, this has 360 vibes, to be honest.
360 was amazing. Bro.
Well, no, but I heard 360 was only in the U.S., not worldwide. I mean, to be sell out in South Korea, and I didn't really think it's because of the xCloud, but to sell out everywhere like that within, I don't know, minutes.
Well, we didn't have social media back then either. So.
Yeah, we didn't have social media, so we really didn't know. Yeah, that's a good point.
Here's the other part. There are more gamers alive right now than there's ever been.
Absolutely. That's another thing. You're right about that. There's way more gamers now than it was in 05. Let me get this from Teachers Teacher of Israel with the $2. Tokyo Game Show tomorrow. Microsoft might buy Sega. And you know, I don't think they're going to buy Sega, but I do think they have some type
They
of
said
deal.
no acquisitions though.
Yeah, no acquisitions.
It might be more of a partnership.
At the show. It could be before the show or after the show.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hey, yo, thanks, Pong. So, hey, but Kofi, were you able to secure that PS5, bro?
Yo, I was able to secure a PS5 and I was late. Yo, I was so mad, man, because I was in some other forum and a friend of mine who lives in Germany showed me his pre-order. And I was like, they're not supposed to go live for a little while. He's like, nah, man, you better go. And for some reason, I was an idiot and it didn't click. I should have just immediately gone to Best Buy and then just ordered it because it was like right after the show or a couple hours after the presentation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Right.
And then I was like, no, I'll just go at midnight. And I think later that night, Amazon, the dude Wario64 or whatever his name on Twitter, he tweets out these links. I go and it just crashes on me. But on the 18th, on the 18th, I went to third-party site that's partnered through eBay, which is a little controversial. So that's my story. And I hit order, and it just hangs for I lie to you not 20 minutes.
Damn,
and then all of a sudden it comes back and goes, "Thank you." And I go, "What? It works."
So
I heard people doing that with a 3080 that it shows you like a weird website that looks underground and it keeps you hanging for 20 minutes.
Yeah,
and then the order comes through by eBay. It's weird shit.
Damn, that's crazy for 20. So like you a patient guy because I would have been like, man, this shit frozen. Fuck.
So here's the thing. I was so pissed. I was just like, I don't know. I was with my wife, and she was like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah.
So I'd come down off that anger, and then I was just on this. I just said, "Why not? Why not just click order and see what happens?" And I got lucky. It's a bundle that they don't charge you the tax for because where it's ordered from. So I got my extra controller. I got the Ultimate Edition for Spider-Man and Demon Souls.
You better hope they're on the up and up. Hope that's not no fake site.
Yeah, you got that the black market.
Believe it or not, the Xbox one. So I was so damn frustrated with the Microsoft one because I was like, I had Microsoft on there first. I had them all, on there except Amazon because I was just like, I ain't gonna get Amazon because it's gonna take forever for that bitch to ship up here to Alaska. So I was like, fuck it. All right, so I'm just gonna get Microsoft and then I'm gonna go ahead and get Best Buy because Best Buy was just like right down the road from my house. And then I was like GameStop. So I tried Microsoft. It ended up selling out on me. At first, it was like letting me through, and then it just fizzled out and said, it was like sold out. And I was just like, okay, this shit here, I swear to God. So I go to GameStop, and they got me in a fucking queue. So I'm just like, okay, all right, well, I'm in line. It's not sold out, but I'm in line. Sure enough, I get there. I'm like, okay, where's the all access? So I get to the all access. The shit ain't working again. So I'm like, okay, clearly everybody just said, fuck it, we're all going all access. I was like, I can't believe it. I was like, you sons of bitches had $600 of fucking unemployment checks. I know y'all saying something to where y'all can buy that bitch offhand. But you know what? I digress. Yeah. So it goes in there. So I'm like, okay, let me go back to my first thing and just go ahead and pre-order the console outright. So I try to go and pre-order the console. The mug was sold out and it was in my damn cart for GameStop at first, and it sold out on me. I was like, all right, cool. Best Buy's taking forever in the fucking day, and I'm just like, okay. Let me call up the store real quick and just see if I can't go in there and get me a pre-order. So I call up GameStop. The lady was like, yeah, we've been sold out since 7. I was like, since 7? I was like, lady, it's 8. And she was like, yeah, like by the time we came here, like there was people already lining up when we closed yesterday.
Alaska.
I was like, oh my fucking God.
Alaska, wow.
I wasn't expecting it because I was thinking to myself, I was like, it's fucking Anchorage. Who's actually gonna really just come out here and game in Anchorage? It's Anchorage. Anchorage ain't even that big. It ain't like I'm in Houston or something. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, and it just hit me. I was like, Anchorage? Damn. And so that's when the Amazon thing hit, and like I said, I managed to get it on Amazon, and I was just like, oh, thank God, I at least just said fuck it and just went with Amazon.
And then you got people like Angry Joe that was mad that he couldn't pre-order at like 2 p.m. or something crazy. Like, are you serious? Like,
yeah, it's crazy. I saw that. I know that's his stick, though. He just doing this stick.
Yeah,
I'm like, what that bad? They're not gonna sell out day one. Like, come on.
Yeah, but can we all agree that these these retail companies. Microsoft have huge servers. Amazon has huge servers. What the fuck is wrong with your websites when these pre-orders come up, man?
Yeah, that's what
I don't know.
It's a bandwidth. Everything's a bandwidth on the internet.
Yeah.
If you overflood it,
I don't know if it's true. And Artemis maybe can help me with this. I don't know if it's true, but I was reading on Reddit, people, their stories. Somebody said he just deleted his cookies and then went through easily.
Yeah, that's
Did anybody
another one too.
He's in this show.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that.
Maybe that could have helped.
That's circumstantial evidence. I don't know.
Sometimes when we had to test certain things, they said, "Did you clear your cache or did you clear your cookies?" Sometimes we test.
Yeah.
All right,
It was
hitting
crazy, bro. It was crazy. R&B. So what's your story, bro?
So I wish I had known that both times, because when I tell you I went through the most hell trying to get both of those consoles out. My God. All right. So first off, boom, the PlayStation one. I was at work when everything went down, and I was still watching the PlayStation show because remember we watched the PlayStation show and we were flipping out over the news about everything going from PS5 to PS4. We were laughing at the ponies. Like, sorry, Kofi. Like, yeah, we were laughing at everybody, figuring out what the hell's going on, and I was just laughing, enjoying myself. But when I think someone just came into the Discord and just threw a Molotov cocktail and said, "Yo, these shits are ready for pre-order right now." I said, "Wait, I thought it was supposed to be tomorrow morning." I said, "Nah, fuck that, right now." And I was like, "Oh shit." I work in a big ass factory that's like a football length long. It takes like 10 minutes to walk from the back all the way to the front where I am.
Oh man!
When I tell you I crossed that like 2.5 minutes speed walking just to get out the damn building to get to my truck, I was
Olympic walking.
Yeah, everybody's like, "What the hell is wrong with him?" Like, just look. When I tell you, I was in my truck zooming down the street in the rain,
sweaty ass beard.
Listen to everybody on Discord say about what they're trying to get to find it. And I'm trying to on Walmart.com trying to buy at the same time, trying to crash and hit somebody at the same time. Like, oh my goodness. And then I was like, all right, fuck it. This is what I'm gonna do. Go to GameStop, but at the same time, I'm trying to buy it off of Walmart. So I was able to buy one off of Walmart. First time I didn't go through, then so I think it was Big Stout. Shout out to Big Stout. Sent me a link to where I bought it off of Walmart.com. And I was like, fuck it. I don't care about insurance. I don't care about none of that. Just buy the damn thing. I'll worry about that later. Got that one. I said, you know what? Let me get cocky. Let me go on and see if I get a second one. So I zoomed down to get a local GameStop, right? And they said, "Oh, it's $50 a pre-order, right?" All right, cool. I had $49.90 in my pocket exactly.
Oh my God!
Can I get a dime?
I literally had to run out in the street and find someone who had a dime.
You can ask the person.
You ain't none in your car, bro?
No, I didn't have a fucking dime in my car. I didn't have nothing.
Hell, shit. Hell, didn't your grandmama ever teach you keep spare change in the car? Hell, don't you always remember every time
I
you
like a sandwich or something the day before, so I was out of change or some shit.
Hell, don't you always know your grandmama used to goddamn tell you, you know what? I know I got a nickel in here. Nathaniel, go on out there in the car. I know there's people waiting. Go out there in the car and go get that nickel in there. They'll wait. They'll be all right.
I
Go ahead in there.
I would have dead looked at the person like, really? Like, you can't hold me down? Like,
For real though, 10 cents. Like, bro, you ain't got a dime. You can hold me.
Right. Hey, yo, Dev, was you able to deserve it, Dev?
Yeah. No, because I was able to, but I was like the first person in line, so I ran back out. You don't know fear, like a big black dude with a beard walking up to you in the dead of night, say, "Hey, can I get a time?"
Not bad, huh?
In Georgia.
It was a lady by herself just loading groceries. I hate scare like this, but she was a dime, and I was hoping I didn't get maced in the face or anything. But she was,
oh man, just damn, brother. See, that's the life of a gamer.
I came back inside the GameStop. I did like 4 people in front of me. I'm like, Lord, please let me be too late.
You probably had a dime in your beard.
Huh?
You just didn't know you had a dime in your beard.
But no, I got it. I'll definitely get it. So I had 2 PS5s. I think I'll probably sell another one on eBay or something. Not too much. I ain't an asshole. Like for $2,000, something like that.
Yeah.
But
$2,000.
Yeah.
That's good shit. Hey, yo, Devin, so was you able to, reserve one, bro?
Nope. Life fucked me over the other week ago, and I didn't even attempt the shit because I ain't got the funds for the shit right now.
Yeah, I feel you. All right. Did we hear everybody's story?
Not even do the all access?
The website didn't work, so nobody could.
Well, I'm about to tell you, it wasn't no way. It wasn't no way in hell. I guess whoever it worked for, they got it, but that all access shit wasn't working.
My story is really short.
I looked into that too, and it was buggy as hell.
Yeah, that shit was dead.
Yeah.
But the Xbox one, I literally drove an hour outside of Atlanta, Georgia, to 3 GameStops, and All of them were
That's
sold out.
dedication, boy.
Yeah, all
I
of them were
love it.
sold out. I ended up getting it on a Best Buy on my phone. I really had to wait till I got back home and force it through. Because the first time I was driving, it let me get all the way to put my address in, payment information, and I hit confirm. No, it was like a weird page. It was like, we got it, but you got to hit confirm one more time because we ain't really got it. Oh, you motherfuckers. And
Because like in the Discord, everybody got there except for you. There's like, damn, R&B. I think Vaughn was making fun of you. Say, how you got a WBG and you ain't got an Xbox? He's
motherfucker. Like I literally had to wait till I drove all the way back home, like almost like 45 minutes. Get on my desktop.
Yeah.
I literally had to force it through to finally get one for Best
Hey,
Buy.
man, I'm glad you got one, brother. Hey, so we got 30 minutes left for the show, man. Let's go ahead and start. Do you give a shit? Let me start off with the first one. I think I have a feeling. I know what you guys are going to say, but let me show it anyway. Fellas, do you give a shit that Jeff Keighley has put the Xbox Series X power cord and he's comparing it to the PlayStation 5 power cord?
Fuck no.
At least we know one is real.
The Xbox one is green.
No. That was just
Right.
like this is the Xbox
Just the
one.
power cord.
It's great.
Yeah, just the power. Because you know, like when you put the PS5 power cord, now he has a real Xbox Series X, which they're giving a lot of the media. Real Xbox Series X is not the like the fake one that there was a couple weeks ago. And all those guys are playing it now. I'm assuming soon they'll do their previews or like whatever their impressions of the Xbox Series
Benchmarks
X.
and stuff.
Yeah, right. Benchmarks.
Did he blow on it also?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm not trying to be offensive. I can't stand that dude, man. For me, he killed the May. Was it the July show? What the heck was that?
That guy is.
You know what? I always say
Okay.
because you know, like Babby being an Xbox guy, and most Xbox guys dislike Jeff Keighley. For some reason, he doesn't bother me. I don't know why. I always say that. And like,
he
he's like,
leaked the
"Are you
X
serious,
price.
Dirk?"
He leaked the X price.
he's definitely biased towards PlayStation.
He poo-pooed the Series X launch. Like, yeah, so that was the Xbox. And in other news,
He did.
That doesn't matter.
And yet he still got a fucking console. God damn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, you know,
because-
hey man, he's a man. He got a lot of.
He was beefing with Gary Whitta because Gary Whitta didn't get one, and he's on.
Oh yeah, I saw Gary Whitta say, "I got the
But
biggest."
Gary Whitta got a $5,000 what do you call it? Flight simulator kit sent by Microsoft.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
But he couldn't get a damn Series X.
He will. He will.
Yeah, they're gonna send them.
They're gonna
Because
take care of it.
But you know
Yeah,
why I
that's
think
more.
honestly, you know why I think they sent it to him because they know he's biased. They know he's biased. They're not stupid, man. They know he's very biased. They did it to because this is what I'm hearing. The graphical difference between the two units, it's huge. I mean, not huge, but very visible. And from some of the guys, some of the people I've been reading on their what they're posting and stuff, is they're saying that the hardware, the reason Sony hasn't really disclosed all their hardware is because they know they don't have the upper hand and they don't want to fuel to the fire. You know what I mean? So that's probably why they haven't disclosed that. But
So it's legit night and day.
yeah. So what they're doing is they're giving it to somebody that's buys to say, hey, here, look, see for yourself. You know what I mean? Because they know he's gonna get a PS5 to show it off.
Yeah.
And blow on that controller again.
That was so odd, man. I only saw pictures of the memes, but that was like a grown man really doing that shit. Like if I were to get if Xbox had that thing on their controls, I'm getting an Xbox, by the way, both, and they had that feature. A grown, what am I, dude? That's a 5-year-old. A grown man. Are you gonna be doing that? I'm not gonna be doing that. That's just weird.
Yeah. Like honestly, when you have like certain media articles saying the Xbox Series X, it's too much of an upgrade, and that's a
Oh
problem.
my god.
I
You
saw
know,
that.
you know it's stupid out here, man. Like
That's biased.
The
That's
media
biased.
It's too much of an upgrade.
Hey, I'm
Yeah.
never gonna buy a Lamborghini because it's too much of a car. Right. If I could afford it, I'll get it.
Yeah,
much dick.
like
Oh,
that was an article.
pardon
You know,
me?
Teddy, if you didn't see it, it was an article where the guy said the Xbox Series S is not enough of an upgrade, and the Xbox Series X is too much of an upgrade. I ain't never seen no shit that stupid in my life. So
Anyway, fuck
That's
the
a biased
hate to
statement, man. That's
see
a
it.
biased statement.
You really
Oh,
do.
Yeah,
did you guys?
Yet the dude from Dirt was like, it was actually kind of easy. He said basically it's a Series X, but in 1440p, and that was
Yeah,
as simple as it was.
that's what he said. Yeah.
Did you guys see the article? Tom Warren, apparently he's he's a part of the Verge outlet. So he sent out a request to both of the guys that were trashing the S, the S, And it turns out that both of these developers are working for Doom, right? So they're Doom. So he sent out a.
I saw that.
I
Yeah.
had a back and forth with him, and he deleted his tweets.
And all he had to say is, "Hey, so now that you were trashing the S, how does it feel to be developing for the S because they're under the Bethesda umbrella?
Yeah.
Isn't that ironic, man? Don't open. Yeah, that was just like whoa.
Yeah, he kind of backtracked.
He about to get that Corona unemployment check.
Right.
No, they're
All right, y'all,
say like, hey, you're getting your check from Microsoft. Quiet down. So they blocked the news guy.
I had a back and forth with him, and he deleted his tweet after the acquisition.
No way.
Yeah, better.
Yeah, he
better.
Remember that? Yeah.
Yeah.
He better.
He better, right? Exactly.
Well, that's because they don't want to lose their job. You know what I mean? That's it. Being a developer, man. You don't understand. I'm only an electrician, high voltage electrician. I make about 150 plus, depending on overtime a year. But developers, man, they get a lot of perks on top of their money.
But here's the thing: Doom runs so well, and it runs on everything. Why complain about that?
Yeah.
That was the game. That was the game that was played on
It's
the,
on the fucking Switch.
RTX, right? The RTX 3000 cards.
There's really some developers out there that really hate Xbox from what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
No
They
kidding.
really hate Xbox.
No, that's because
They're normal people just like everybody else. They have their biases. So
Yeah. We all got to buy
Exactly.
it's the people on IGN that can't say shit about Microsoft buying ZeniMax, so they just got to come up with the dumbest stuff to talk about. Like they had like a really road to Damascus thing, but like, you know what? Nobody really needs a console this Christmas anyway. Don't worry about them at all. So like, you really piece.
Really?
Wow. You didn't see that,
Yes.
bro?
Yes.
They were like, they really had a road to Damascus moment. Like, you know what? Nobody really needs these consoles anyway. Like, you motherfuckers.
All right, y'all, let's move on.
Move on.
Let's move on. So the second question of "Do you give a shit?" is about this. There's a rumor that Bloodborne remaster is real, coming to PS5 and PC. Also, I heard something about Metal Gear Solid remaster coming.
I give a
Do
shit.
you guys give a shit about these?
Half of it I do give a shit. Bloodborne, how are you going to remaster something that already looks good? Just put it 60 frames and that's it and move on.
Exactly.
Like,
Exactly.
I want the Metal Gear to be true because I like and I want the competition of Bethesda and Microsoft buying Bethesda and now these guys having Metal Gear. I just want the competition and for me it is great. That's it.
Like, honestly, why are they news? It's something they already own. Like, shouldn't it just be a free upgrade like smart delivery?
Yeah.
Never mind.
Well, I mean, it depends on the asset. If they change the control schemes or whatever.
Like,
well, we know it's an upgrade, but like
$60.
Xbox are free.
Yeah, but they're gonna charge you
$70.
You know, that's
$70.
Like, but yeah, come on, let's be honest. Sony is really doing a poor job when it comes to backwards compatibility and this whole free upgrade thing for their first party titles.
There is no free upgrade.
Well, I think you got to think of it this way. They're going to have to all the research and development they had to do to make this box, and now they're undercutting it to try to keep up with Microsoft. It's going to be a lot of remasters that's going to be done to try to get some quick cash.
Why do you think they're making you buy controllers that you can play on the PS4, even though they say on the PS5 you have to use the controller for all the innovations it brings?
Money.
They're trying to make this money back because they're taking a loss.
Can you guys imagine? I've been gaming on PC for a while now, but can you imagine every time I got a video card, a top of the line video card, I got to update my motherboard, my keyboard, my mouse. Wow, that sucks, man.
Yeah.
No,
At least not for
program,
the cross-gen stuff. Like for the cross-gen stuff, it should just work.
Yeah.
It should have been cross-gen. That's it.
I think the big point of contention is, can I put in a popular game from Sony first party in my PlayStation 5 that was released on PS4 and get improved frame rates for those key titles? Like, you know, the PlayStation
the box is capable though.
Right, exactly.
Top 100, right?
But,
so exactly. Well, I'm thinking the PlayStation Plus collection should all run really great.
But they didn't.
Let me ask you this, Kofi. Hey, Kofi, let me ask you. So the PlayStation Plus collection is pretty much if you have a PlayStation, like a PSN Plus subscription, those games you could just play.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's like
they had a video today on IGN talking about the history of backwards compatibility. They were talking about specifically PlayStation. Now going from PlayStation 4 games to PlayStation 5, how there will be. They don't know that 1% that's not compatible to the PlayStation 5, and they need to kind of explain that because of it just won't work.
Because I think Sony doesn't know either. I think Sony doesn't have a team like Microsoft that are wizards that actually tested all the games. I think they're going little by little with the team they have, and they don't even know the list. That's what I think is happening.
Yeah, and I think like the legacy of PlayStation hardware being so different, especially PS3 and PS2, they go through the hell of not just difference in hardware, but difference in licensing, right? Because we know that PlayStation exclusives back in PS1 and PS2 was really third-party stuff. So then it gets really complicated when you want to bring that stuff forward. Like, oh, I want to play, I don't know, some really popular third-party game that was from PS2. When they didn't own the game, unless it was like level 5.
Xbox made it work. Like
that's true.
You can play Fight Night and all those old games. Dead
so
Space,
I agree
Well,
with this.
they did it with
think
software,
Xbox
though.
definitely had a much higher level of effort getting that to come forward.
But see, I also think the Xbox, I just really feel like ever since Phil got started in 2014, I just felt that was one of his things that was a big goal. We want backwards compatibility, and he has that team. And like you said, the effort was there, obviously, because it took them a while to get a few games working, and that was their job. Like there was a dedicated team that strictly was doing backwards compatibility, and so that's what they did. Let me here go Pony, my boy goes to New Orleans. What's up, bro? Let's wonder where your ponies was with the $5. Buying Bethesda was a good move, but let's stop acting like Bethesda games are better than Sony first party. Hold on.
Who's arguing that? Oh my God.
Hold on.
There's no one saying that.
Hold on, dudes acting like Xbox One next gen. Chill out. Hold on. Let me say something to him before you guys say something. I'm going to sit here and say I don't think Bethesda games yet are better than some of Sony first-party games. Now, even though I might have enjoyed a game like The Evil Within 2 or like the Wolfenstein series, Sony is in the league of their own with their first-party games. Well, as far as Naughty Dog, even though
they're better than Killer Instinct.
I don't know. I mean, I give them a couple of them, but not.
Hold on, Devin. It's all opinion, brother. It's all opinion. Hold on, let me finish.
No.
It's all opinion.
Doom is better than Killzone. That's not opinion.
Killzone.
That's a fact.
Okay, yeah, Killzone. Okay, so like The Last of Us 2, I thought was a pretty good game. As far as the story, that was the only things I didn't like. Certain things about the story, but as far as the game, absolutely amazing graphics, gameplay.
That's crazy.
The gameplay, the graphics, that top-notch stuff. I don't think nobody can really. I haven't seen a game that really can mess with The Last of Us 2, like facial animations, the graphics. It's still a great game. God of War, one of my favorite games this generation. So, yeah, I'm not saying, I don't know if anybody else is saying that Bethesda games are automatically better than Sony's. No, we're not saying that. What I'm saying, I can't speak for everybody else. What I'm saying is that these are AAA studios with quality games that's going to be under Xbox umbrella with room to grow, right? With room to grow. Was Naughty Dog always absolutely amazing? Absolutely not.
Hell no.
Right? Because their first game, what was their first game, Kofi? Was it that Way of the Warrior shit on 3DO? I think that was their first game, and that game was ass. That game was ass. And but eventually they became who they are today. So hey man, so yeah, brother. So we're not saying that, Ghost, but thanks for the $5.
No, he sent another super chat saying that he wasn't meant for us; it was meant for Twitter. But
okay.
Yeah. Can I say something about the games between Bethesda and Microsoft and Sony, and also, of course, PC? And it's not about the game or the single player game, man. It's like everybody from PlayStation right now. Why aren't you in your home playing The Last of Us 2 or playing Ghost of Tsushima? Once you beat it, you're done and you put it away. For me, as a PC gamer, a good game it's a replay value. It's all about multiplayer. Look at the Fall Guys. Everybody wants to play that game, not because it has graphics. It's a multiplayer. You have more.
I want to play it.
People, you know what I mean?
I've never played it.
It's subjective.
Well, for me, it's the replay value for me is multiplayer, especially when you hang around with your friends. You can play a game for 1,000, 2,000 hours.
So like I like
so many times you can play God of War.
I played Monster Hunter for 300 hours, and that's like one of my favorite games of the generation. But I also played Persona 5 The Royal for 172 hours once, and I did everything, got the platinum, and I don't need to go back. And I would still say that Persona 5 Royal was a more rewarding experience than, well, I don't know. It's up there. Both of them are up there.
I mean, everybody's different, man.
Yeah, exactly. Different.
Yeah. No, I'm asking, what are you comparing that to? Like, it's funner than what?
Well, I guess I was thinking. He said replay value is something like Monster Hunter, where I'm doing the same, maybe let's say, I don't know, 3 dozen missions generally over again, right? With different
I feel like Monster
settings
Hunter
versus
is
the
the
linear experience of Persona, quote unquote, one and done. But I think I see replay value doesn't necessarily increase value for me. It depends. It could be Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2. I'll play Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 17 times, and that's yes, I agree.
I think it's the game loop replay value, meaning like if you have a game that takes 100+ hours to beat, that's not really the same as just a straight 30-hour game. Like those games are huge. So the replay value is completing the game because you're doing the same things over and over again. You're replaying similar themes. You like the game loop, like Destiny. The game itself isn't anything new. You like the loop of the game. So it's more so how much you how much you can play the game, or how much you want to keep continuing to play the game that makes a game more valuable.
Yeah. Let me get a super chat from DJ Birdo Doss with the $5. Let's go Heat.
That's
right. They're playing Boston right now. Let's see what's going on. I don't know what the score is.
They up
95-90.
Yeah.
Like who was up? The Heat up?
It's tied up.
Yeah.
That's
Damn.
What are we talking
Okay.
about?
Relish GT with the $2, $80 PS5 controller. LOL. Is it $80?
man.
$80.
Is it 80?
That's the rule.
Damn, is it gonna be $80?
Jeez.
Damn.
Yeah,
So go
yeah.
to New Orleans with the
$80.
$2. That was directed more at Twitter, not the panel. Okay, Ghost. Yeah, like Ghost is the pony. No, but he's cool, man. Like I said, man, as a guy that enjoys the PlayStation, I would love to have great conversations with PlayStation fans. I just can't stand the guys that just like come in here saying Xbox fans are all dumb or Xbox fans bidding over for Phil and all that bullshit. Man, don't come in here with that.
A lot of weird
man.
stuff.
Yeah, a lot of weird stuff, man. Come on, we just gamers, man. I don't want to hear none of that foolishness. No, but like Ghost is cool though, man. Ghost cool. So anyway, before we get out here, I got one more of these. Do you give a shits? I'm sorry. Let me share my screen. I know we've been talking about Xbox a lot this show, but they're in the news, guys. They're in the news.
Can I give a shit real quick?
Yeah.
Do you guys give it in the panel? Do you guys or the chat? Do you guys give a shit Sony will buy Ubisoft?
Not really.
Actually,
You think they'll do that?
It's okay.
Hey, if I would have told you remember 12 days ago, if I told you 12 days ago, Xbox had no gains and PlayStation believed in generations. Last week, Sunday, Sunday night, did you believe Microsoft will buy not just Bethesda, but will buy the entire umbrella, Semi-Max? Did you believe that? Now I'm telling you, they could. I mean, if they wanted to, they could buy Ubisoft. That's for sure. No,
yeah, they could. And can you guys
they can spend? You think they can really spend $30 billion?
But Ubisoft is banging right now, man.
Can you guys hear me right now?
Yeah, we hear you.
Oh man, because my
good.
fucking PC fucking this piece of shit PC.
$30 billion is almost half of Sony's net worth.
Is this the question of Sony buying Ubisoft or Xbox?
Sony's gonna. Well, this is what I'm hearing that, and I don't know if it's true or not. But
I still don't know.
Do you give a shit if they buy them? Let's say they bought them right now.
Of course they
would give a shit.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I'm a Ubisoft fan, so yeah, I definitely would care.
Yeah, I definitely care.
Sony, their games ain't coming anywhere else, but maybe PC.
Right.
Yeah, maybe PC. Yeah.
I very much care about that.
But you think if they sell 3 million copies yearly on the PlayStation, 3 to 5 million copies, because they're not really a big seller on the station. You think they're going to really recoup $20 billion?
Well, remember what we talked about? What we talked about earlier? Profits, man. Companies' profits. So you open up to another platform to make more profits. So they
but that's not Sony's mantra, though.
Hold on. Is it Ubisoft in a legal battle with Tencent also? Because Tencent kind of have stock in Ubisoft.
It's a hypothetical, right?
No, but I'm asking if didn't Tencent have stocks in Ubisoft or something?
They might have stock in everybody.
And so they can't sell or buy or some shit. Remember that a few years ago that Ubisoft was getting overtaken?
It depends.
They were fighting legally that shit.
Yeah, it depends how much they own.
So how can somebody come in between this? I don't know.
Well, it has to be. I mean, because they're a publicly traded company, it's got to be a yes or no on the board. So they can come with how many?
Yeah, Bethesda was private.
Public traded company. Yeah, thank you.
Bethesda was private, so they can do what the fuck they want.
Yeah, let me
there's more hands, on the table.
Let me get a super chat from Ghost, y'all. Go ahead. I can't put it on the screen because my PC messing up.
I got it. I can read it.
No, I can read it, but I can't put it on the screen. Guess what? at the end of the day, we're all gamers. Next gen is almost here. We're all winning. I think we should expect more big announcements. Yeah, that's right, Ghost.
Hey,
Absolutely right, bro. Absolutely right.
You know what that sounds like?
What's that?
Ancient proverb: when you cannot win, seek peace.
Shit.
Hey,
Oh shit.
hey, yo, because Ghost usually does talk a little bit more shit. He usually don't say shit like that. No, thanks, Ghost. For
Sony's
$5.
petty, guys. I think Sony's going to punch just as hard as they can. It may not be a
Not
big
$7
purchase.
million.
And that's why they
That sounded like, can't we all
Bethesda
just
games
get
should
along?
stay exclusive. That's my reason.
Right.
Yeah.
And
I
can see
agree
that.
with you, man, 100%. But
I
you know,
know,
if let's say you sell food, right? If you have a taco stand, if you just sell in this corner, you're making your money. But what if you open up another corner?
I'll be fighting a turf with somebody else. Nah, I don't want to fight that, man.
That is, I mean, yeah, it's got its pros and cons. You know what I mean?
I don't think South Mandela is going to stand for any of that. Let's put it somewhere else nonsense.
I don't know, man. If they buy Ubisoft,
It's dangerous, man. I'm gonna tell you that much.
So
I'm
my
gonna be
take is we
pissed.
do give a shit if they bought Ubisoft then, because their games wouldn't
Of course
come
we
to
do.
Xbox.
The industry
Yeah.
will give a shit. The industry itself will give a shit.
Yeah.
All right, there, do your last one.
Shit. Yeah, I was on shoulder screen, but fuck it now, man. My
Just say
PC is like frozen. I really need to. I'm gonna upgrade my PC. Really, man. I keep on playing.
You bought $1,000 in console, but ain't buy a PC yet. God.
Yeah, man, it's stupid. Man. Relish GT with the $5. Target and Walmart has it on their site for $70. My bad, still high AF. Well, the DualSense 4 supposed to, it does a lot of things.
So a controller is equal a game. Damn.
So,
Yeah.
can I ask everyone a question? Not just the panel
Nintendo
in
is
chat?
70. I think.
And it's not more of a give a shit. It's about the price of the expansion card. Now, if you buy it right now, if you buy a
That's what I was gonna ask you, too.
PCIe 4 expansion card right now, about one terabyte, it costs about $300, man. So they're coming right now. If you look at the prices, if you look at the prices for the Xbox expansion card, it's going to be $250. Yep.
No. What you call it? The new the Samsung Evo, whatever 980 Evo. They said the 1 terabyte is $230.
Yeah, that's about par. Yeah.
Can I ask
Yeah,
a
but
question? Why?
that's come down because Samsung has the fastest drives right now, and they're the
But none of those have the architecture that Microsoft's coming up with. Remember that architecture is going to PC.
No, hold on. Let me ask a question. Why in the world have we come back around to my memory cards, but they're like asinine priced?
They're not memory cards. I keep telling you this.
Yes,
Memory
they
cards
are.
for say memory
Memory
cards.
cards,
Storage,
yes, I know.
storage, and memory cards are not the same.
Yeah, memory cards work with memory.
It's like this, man.
Save stuff.
It's up business. All grown men shave, right? So they get a cheap ass shaver, but what do they get you on? The cartridges. $40.
You ain't never let them. Their cartridges to be like $12, $13 for 4 of them.
I'll buy a new Razer. They
like $34 a pop.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Let me get this last super chat so we can get out of here. Ghost of New Orleans with another one. Damn, I really can't put it on the screen. Sorry, bro. Just don't get mad when Sony buys a big studio. And guess what? They don't play that multi-plat shit stuff.
I'll put it
Hold on. Hey, y'all, we all talking at the same time. Hold on.
My bad. I said,
Hey, yo,
I'll
Ghost.
when I see it.
I wouldn't be mad because I'm a PlayStation fan and I will have a PlayStation.
Facts.
But at the end of the day, yeah, you're right. They don't play that multi-plat stuff except for the show. Next year. But besides that, you're right.
Hey, so go ahead.
all I was gonna say is, why does it matter what the price of a PlayStation 5 controller is when they don't play multiplayer games?
Oh shit!
Oh man, Devin, Devin is just straight up.
Man.
Devin is an ex-bot boy. Devin don't.
Talk your shit.
You guys, I gotta say, you guys gotta watch Devin's videos, man. I fucking love. They're always cracking
Yeah,
up.
they are.
Hilarious.
Yeah. I watch them. So, all right, y'all, we about to get out of here, man.
Real quick. This, I don't know if y'all heard about this. If you want the Spider-Man next gen version of the original Spider-Man, there is no other way to get it. Period. Besides buying Miles Morales. That's
what?
How much money you got to pay for that?
Okay.
All right, y'all. I didn't want to speak up the PlayStation bash show.
That's enough.
Hey, I didn't want this to become a PlayStation bash
Man, they
show.
are a company. They gotta make money.
No, the question: do you give a shit?
That's a question for Kofi.
Yes, I really do.
I kind of do because I never bought a Spider-Man game before.
Oh, really?
No, I
Oh, yeah. Hey. All right.
That's enough.
No,
All right,
I'm
yeah,
not
see, I didn't want this. See, that's why I wanted to be a PlayStation
right?
basher.
No, I'm not bashing. I just say
We're asking a question. Like Kofi, do you care that those games and the controls are going to cost that much money for you?
The information they've released about the game having updated assets sounds interesting. I don't know if it justifies the fact that they're going to make you buy it all over again. That's how I feel about it. But
I think my main issue was the fact you can't buy it by itself. Like, what if I just wanted to buy the standalone upgrade? Like, I would like to buy it for like, $20-$30 and call it a day. They said no, you have to buy it through Miles Morales, which I was.
Has anybody think that maybe it's not a full game, like a standalone game, that it requires the other game, like it's a DLC? Maybe that's why.
Well, no, I'm talking about no. Yeah, you can buy Miles by itself, but you can't buy the original Spider-Man upgraded version by itself.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were saying.
I might have to leave for a quick second. I might have to leave for a quick second because my PC won't let me even do anything. Hold on.
All right. Sure.
Just like keep on talking. I'm sorry.
All right. Yeah, I got it. Basically, my standpoint on that is, I feel like gamers are getting ripped off, man. Like I really feel like if anything, they should make it the same price, like, and just add that on, like, because when you look at Xbox, like they're giving the free upgrades, right, for the games that you buy right now, or maybe like $10 for the third party, right?
Right.
But if you
honestly, I don't think they're giving it for free. Microsoft's paying that premium to the developers to do it. They're not doing it for free. Microsoft's paying for the Xbox community to get them for free. That's a big difference.
The thing is, Microsoft have more entries for making money. They have Game Pass. They have the console. They can recoup their money in different ways. And Sony is basically just one way.
That's a fair point.
So
that's a fair point. But I, as far as the upgraded versions, like I feel like it would be a bonus just to have that in there, and more people would probably buy that away.
Forget third party. What about just first party? Like, they can make that.
That's
call
what I mean.
They don't need.
Yeah, that's
that call.
That's what I'm saying. Like with the Spider-Man thing,
third party is supported.
It shouldn't, like, they should throw that in there for extra incentive.
It's just unfortunate, to be honest. Like,
the upgraded version.
That's a kind of sucky thing to do.
Can I say something real quick? I sort of regret buying the Xboxes on the fly, because every time they launch something, it's about a few months later, they give you the special editions. So
you know what?
And you know what I mean. So they're gonna have like an edition for Halo, for Valve. They're gonna have an edition for my personal one, Senua, man. And I'm gonna go, damn, I want that, but now I bought it. Now what do I do?
Trade it.
Yeah, but
I don't think you can.
Yeah, but
when those special edition comes out, I mean, I'm kind of sad that I'm not getting one this holiday season, but at the same time, when those games come in, we got Halo special edition, maybe Forza, Fable. I'll jump with a special edition console.
Yeah, this PC dog shit.
So that's the price of being an early adopter. Like,
do you think that somebody would trade it in? Like, I mean, I'm not a console. So my console, can I go? I can. All right, nice. Okay, good.
No, but not now. Until
Don't sell it on GameStop.
When the special edition
money back for eBay.
Yeah, when this, and also I saw a guy named Pope. It came across my timeline.
Oh man,
he makes some badass version.
He made a crack version. I'm like, oh my god.
Unfortunately, those are never made.
You guys don't know about this, but I used to have long ass beard, man, just the same size as Ron. And I saw his version. I'm like, oh, that shit looks dope.
All right, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm back. This PC is ass. Hey, what's up, Corey? How you doing, man? How you doing? So yeah, I'm sorry. It wouldn't let me. I had to completely go out and come back in, and then it wouldn't let me back in. It was saying that it was full. I'm like, what?
Yeah. It did that. Like I said, it did that to me, and it was only 9 people here.
Yeah, so R&B had to leave. Yeah, I guess maybe I was still in here. Yeah, the old one was still in here, so it was like, damn. So, all right, y'all, we about to get out of here. Like I mentioned at the start of the show, if you came in late, Scrampunks might go on a hiatus. I need to reboot the show, find some people that can be here every week, find good chemistry. Yeah, just rebrand the whole show, probably change the name. So I'm going to need a little time for that. Snow Bunny, like decided, she left. She didn't really like the direction of the show. She said it was too much Xbox. And, hey, I just know. I usually talk about what's really going on on Scrampunks. Now on WBG on Mondays, yes, of course we're Team Xbox over there, but I usually only talk about what's going on Scrampunks, and she didn't like the direction of the show. I guess the same thing with Project Storm.
It's because you cut the Switch report.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Dirt, not gonna lie, I do miss being on the show with Snow Bunny.
Yeah, Snow Bunny, the girl, man, and I was starting to. And me and Snow Bunny were starting to have a nice little chemistry where I would say some shit about the Switch, and then she would say some shit about Halo, and it was kind of funny, man. I do like that.
She wouldn't say shit, man. She would slam your ass.
Yeah, but it was funny.
It wouldn't be her saying something. It would be her breaking the legs.
Yeah, but that was funny. That was funny shit.
Exactly.
So I am gonna miss doing a podcast with her. I ain't gonna miss doing a podcast with her. So Tsunami left about a month ago. Him and Moss kind of got into a Tsunami left. So that was already like the beginning of the show kind of breaking up when Tsunami left. Then we had Project Storm coming. Storm was cool, but I can't say I knew him like that. But he was pretty cool though. But he left too. So pretty much it was just me and Devin because Nethos, his schedule changed at his job, so he couldn't be here on Wednesday nights. Now Moss still said if I needed him, he'll be on. So I just say, I'm just gonna regroup, find some more talent because there's a lot of talent out there, man. There's a lot of talent out there because I know you guys know on WBG. I said I appreciate the guys in the chat, people that's there every week, guys like Artemis, guys like Fugly, guys like Joe Hanzo, who's of course is a new not new anymore, but he's a permanent member of WBG.
He was in the fucking chat every week.
He was in the chat, every week. And so there's a lot of talent out there. And I really want to find some new talent, not just the same old, you know what I'm saying? But then there's guys like Teddy, I feel is underappreciated. You know what I'm saying? He be on Z show and shit, but he's underappreciated to me. You know what I'm saying? Teddy is one of those funny, man. This dude be cutting promos and shit. It's hilarious. He is funny, man. And Teddy is a guy I feel is underappreciated. He's a guy that's a talented guy that people don't really freaking know. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I just want to find some more talent out here, man. Because even though I'm still a small channel, it's growing a little bit. But I think there's so many talented people out here. And that's what I want Scrampunks to be. I have my WBG show. That's my number one show, of course. But I just wanted to find some more talented, some more talented, like Artemis, man. Like
we should do that. Ghost of New Leons. He's a PS fan. He wants to be on the show.
Absolutely. Hey, Ghost,
why not?
Brother, I would love to get you on here. You know what I'm saying? Because I know you could be a pony sometime, but it'd be fun, man. I just want to discover some new people. So just give me a couple weeks, rebrand the show. Maybe I talk to Will to see if he can make some new like a new logo or something. And we got to figure out just a new show, man, just with some new talent. And actually, we need great chemistry because, like, for some reason, this show was actually pretty good. I actually enjoyed it. It was a little bit too many people.
For some reason, damn.
Yeah. No. I'm saying I'm like, besides the WB guys, we never really been on podcasts together like that. I mean, Will, a couple times, of course, Teddy a couple times, but everybody together, it was. It was pretty good, man. So that's my goal, everybody. I'm letting everybody know I really want to find some new talent. And
I was trying to hang back so more people could talk.
Can I say a shout out real quick to somebody?
Yeah, of course.
So a lot of the regulars, man. Anthony, ATL, Emmanuel for sure, man. All the guys, they're always everywhere.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Eli the realist is always here.
Yeah, man.
Like Corey is a guy that's so talented. He's on Kid Smooth podcast on Wednesdays, but he's another guy. There's so many guys out there, man. I'm telling you, man.
Big Stout, shout out to you, brother.
Yeah, Stout.
We're wrapping up.
Everybody, man. So, yeah, man. But anyway, Kofi, thanks for joining us, brother. I appreciate you coming on, man.
Yo, thank you so much, man. Really quick, I want to give a shout out to anybody looking forward to Tokyo Game Show. Again, I do translations for Japanese gaming news. So find me on Twitter if that's your thing.
Yeah, what is your handle, man?
Creative_Kofi.
Yeah, I sure follow.
Yeah, I gotta. If I don't follow you already, I'm gonna add you on Twitter, brother.
Yeah, man. Kofi dope, man.
And then another thing for you, Coffee, and I don't blow up smoke or anything, but I haven't come new to consoles. I haven't come up a lot of PlayStation people that I mean, everything you said is right on point.
That's
I haven't
respectable,
no
you know.
offense to anyone, but
not-
everyone tends to just hate on me or hate on Xbox. But I'm, just because I'm prone to like Xbox. But everything you said was on point and non-biased. Everything was just, I like that.
I will throw out
from a
that
gamer.
many years ago I was very hardcore pony, very nasty person.
You got hooves?
I got
really?
yeah, but I got that out of my
You
system
got
back in
hooves for
2011.
hands.
after the show ended, he said it. Yeah.
Oh, really?
I know. Oh, wait, the show ended?
Oh,
No,
it's-
no.
Okay, I was
on
gonna say
the
the
air.
show's still
No,
on.
I'm
on
kidding.
air.
I'm
We
kidding.
can-
I'm kidding.
But I got it out of my system. I don't know. I kind of am entertained by it. It's
Can you deny it? Think of those days back in the day when you hated Xbox. Can you deny what they're doing now are great things for their fans?
I think
That's why I'm jumping on Xbox, because everything they're doing, nobody on PC is doing that for us, man. Not Steam. Nobody on PC is doing what they're doing for their fans. So I'm jumping on Xbox.
I
Well,
think
but I gotta
that
tell you,
I think
go
it
ahead.
is good for the fans. Like, it's hard for me because there are certain specific things that I liked about 360 that still hasn't happened yet. But like I was talking about, partnerships like with Bethesda and what they own is enhancing that. And Phantasy Star Online coming and other Japanese titles coming is a huge step in the right direction. Yakuza 7 being,
EA,
available
man,
on-
EA is also big. Nobody's talking about EA anymore.
EA in the Game Pass? Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Hey, EA Play situation.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
What
so
what
it-
I wanted to say. All right, finish up. My bad.
No, I'm sorry, that was
Yeah.
it. Thank you.
Yeah. All right.
No,
Oh, you about to say
also-
something, Devin?
Yeah. All I was gonna say is, Fugly, like you're talking about the PC community. I don't really see a whole lot of people on YouTube talking about that aspect. So if you want to start a channel, man, I definitely support it, brother.
Oh, really? Thanks, man. I
Yeah.
appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. We need
I-
more talent out here, bro. We really do, man. But Fugly, thank you for joining us, man. I appreciate you, bro.
Thank you guys for having me here. I'm sorry I don't have a lot of experience in console, but I'm learning, man. And
Oh shit,
and
man.
I'm really,
hell,
I'm,
man.
re-
You know your
I'm
shit.
really happy about this Xbox thing. That's why I got two, an X and an S, and I didn't go anywhere. I got them from my computer.
Nice.
I really
got both,
appreciate
okay.
your support, man. I see you on everywhere I'm at. So, man, thank you for that again, man.
That's because I'm stalking you. I'm following you, man. Shit, that's why.
And let me tell you guys something, man. We noticed that. We noticed the names. We noticed these, like the support, man. Like I was talking to like my boy named Dion London in the DM yesterday. We was like going back and forth for like 30 minutes, man. And he was like, "Hey, man, we appreciate you guys, man. We appreciate you." So
Anthony Chipmunk is another one too, Dirt.
Anthony,
I-
hell yeah, Anthony Chipmunk
is
always
there, man. Always there,
bro.
everywhere.
We gotta holler at you, man.
Everywhere I'm at.
Fatal
Same
Charade.
thing with Flippin', Harry B. Harry B. I see him.
Great,
When I
definitely.
first started watching you guys, Harry B. and everybody was taking a jab at you guys, but that was before Xbox dumped it. They started killing it. Now these guys are
Harry B. always
realizing, hey,
been
we're all
Xbox, bro.
gamers, man. I game on PC and now I'm gaming on console and enjoy our shit.
Fatal Charade. No, Fugly is a PC guy, bro. So yeah, man, like Fatal Charade, man. Check out Championship Wrestling, Crumb Side Championship Wrestling on Fatal Charade channel.
I gotta check that out.
Funny stuff. But Eli the Realist, so ATL is another guy that's always here. So I appreciate it. Will, thank you for joining us at the last minute, man. I appreciate you, man.
Punk Soul, man. Punk Soul, I see him constantly also. ATL, the regulars, man. They're all there. Maybe when you start your new channel back up here, maybe you want to get a regular every week, so they feel the support and they help out.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
Hey, I just-
Steady your dose is in the chat. Yo, what's up, Moss? What's up, bro?
Moss, what's up, brother?
What's good, Moss?
Yeah, man. So
I just
appreciate
want
it,
to
bro.
say, man, anytime you got a free spot, man, I'm down.
Yeah. So yeah, man. So but Will, so I'm sorry, but did you say, like I told you, thanks? Did you say anything back? I'm sorry.
No worries. Yeah, thanks for having me. Appreciate it. Great panel. You guys are all awesome. Thanks for having me. Usually I have a show on Wednesdays or Thursdays, Xbox Uncut.
Mhm.
So that's where you guys can find me, or the Winter Shoulder on Twitter. And yeah, I think I follow most of you guys. If not, I'll follow you guys after this. So.
Thanks for showing up, Will. Will and Kofi and Teddy and Artemis and Fugly was last minute guys, and of course my WBG brothers. They came because I really just didn't want to do it with my WBG brothers, but since a couple of you guys was late, I was like, oh shit. So I called my boys and they came right here for me. I appreciate you guys, my WBG brothers.
All day.
Stu and Devin. But look, listen, the most underutilized, underrated guy in this community, Teddy Payne. Bro, what's up?
Teddy Payne. Teddy
Tell you,
Payne.
man. Teddy, I'm telling you, Teddy, man, y'all don't know Teddy could be, man, one of them big YouTubers, man. He just ain't doing it right now. You know, he a busy guy in Alaska and shit.
Yeah. I'll tell you, if I could find the opportune time to where I'm not too busy and I can actually put in the work and the craft, because when it comes down to it, I'm just the type of guy, I don't want to bring out a half-assed product.
Right.
And then all of a sudden it's like, you know, then all of a sudden you see like you're not getting anywhere, but then at the same time you have to put the time and the work in. If I could just get a dedicated amount of time to give some of the viewers a dedicated product, a good product at that, then I could, you know, like I said again, you know, the world's my oyster with this thing. So it's just a matter of, you know, just making sure I can catch lightning in a bottle and ride the wave.
Hey, you know, Teddy, that's the absolute fact, because when I like to start, you know, I said I'm gonna start a YouTube channel, because I used to be, you know, I used to love BGST, Next Gen, and Crap Game, all those guys, and I said I want to start a little YouTube channel. And of course, you know, at first you don't really talk to too many people. You get 30 views, 10 views, 15 views, and eventually, you know, you got to keep on at it, man. I know a lot of people that just quit, just stopped. Just keep on with it, man. Like you said, I want to do it right. I don't want to half-ass it, and that's, hey, bro, you're absolutely right about that.
Right. I'm not gonna lie, Dirt. That's the same shit that happened. I was watching your channel for months until I hopped on Twitter. Finally started a Twitter because of watching your YouTube shit. Hopped on Scrampunks, and then after the first time I did Scrampunks, I created my YouTube channel.
Yeah. Hey, so Freddie Fox, he's definitely been watching my shit for a while, because I used to cut on my camera and start talking in my work truck. I really did. I stopped doing that shit just in case my supervisor and them ever happened to stumble upon my channel. Like, hey, what the hell you doing, Darius? Get your black ass. So I stopped doing the work truck.
Your name Darius too?
Yeah. That's your real name?
No, it's Teddy name.
Yeah,
oh, is it? Oh, shit. Get out of here. Yeah, so Artemis, thank you for joining us, bro. I know like you was another last minute addition. I appreciate you for showing up, man. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Sorry I was late. I had a prior engagement I had to take care of. And put my kids to bed,
man. Like, you're another guy that's been supporting us, and I appreciate you, bro.
No problem.
All right, everybody, we're about to get out of here. Like I said, hey, I think we broke a record for Scrampunks, because we had like 130 something. I don't think we ever had this much for Scrampunks.
Oh man, come on! Don't tell me it's the Moss Effect.
No.
Jesus.
Well, I think we had like 133. I think that might be a record for Scrampunks. Well, you know. All right, y'all, we're about to get out of here. Like I said, thank you everybody in the chat. We out. Peace out now.
Thank you. Shit.